Gale, why are you meowing in YouTube chat? There's a time and a place for the meows, alright, man? Hello, Gale, Drucifer, Animation Studios, Dragon Gus, Unknown Demon. It's okay, Gale. I'm just gonna have to take you to the vet. Have you put down. Some of you might be wondering why I didn't stream last chapter. And it's a simple answer. I was not awake. I was fixing my sleep schedule. Animation Studios, I'm pretty sure you posted... maybe it wasn't you, but I swear to God somebody, I'm pretty sure it was you, posted that comment under the Hard Work versus Talent video. And it was just so out of nowhere, I thought that shit was hilarious. Yeah, the video's doing pretty well. Here, let me turn this down a little bit. It's getting a little... It's a little crazy, huh? There we go. Rate image out of 10? Like a 2 or a 2.5. Depends on my mood. Oh, but yeah, it was crazy. I uploaded the video, then I just went to go do something else. I think I was playing Backpack Battles, and then... I checked when there were... It was like 30 minutes after I uploaded. It had 800 views, and I was like, huh. That's unusual. Oh, Jesus. Is it not gonna read it? Alright, well, I'll read it then. You know the MHA anime fans are starved when a 2-second Sakuga shot of Shigaraki got them acting out of character, calling Season 7 a masterpiece. Oh, Christ. Yeah, people fall for marketing. It's crazy. Very effective tool. I'm sure that in the commercial that they're going to show the worst cuts imaginable. Of course they would do that. Hello, Olivia. But yeah, after 30 minutes it had 800 views. And then 10 minutes after that I refreshed it. Because I was a little curious, and then it already had over 1,000, and I was like, oh shit. This title thumbnail combo is devious. And after 24 hours, it is at 20k. So that's pretty good. Just want to enjoy? I hope you enjoy. Hashtag enjoying. Enjoyers in chat. Bakugo has hard work because he's the character I like, and Todoroki has talent because he's the sword jack. If you really break down all discourse... it all boils down to fundamentally a sword jack meme. As you can tell in this meme, I have depicted you as the sword jack, which means you have lost the argument. I want to say I enjoyed your talent versus hard work video. You did a great job. You know, it's funny. I uploaded that video, and in my head I was like, yeah, this one's alright. It's okay. But, you know, sometimes you just gotta get a video out. And then it did really well, and I was like, oh shit, alright. Fair enough. People really liked it. Good writing has fallen. Billions must die. Gege Akutami circa 2018. It seems like shows like JJK and MHA have rough ending arcs, at least as people think, which I find funny because isn't the ending one of the first things an author should focus on? I mean, authors focus on all kinds of different stuff, right? I mean, what are you gonna do? You can have a cool idea for an ending, but like, when you get there and you start doing it, you might be like, oh. What that video performance told me is ReZero fans don't like ReZero videos. Not false. Not false. It's unfortunate. I say, working on ReZero videos as we speak. When's the next media literacy video? I'm not sure what I would do for it yet, so it's indeterminate. Maybe Chibi was onto something by making videos out of goon Twitter topics. I mean, he's got bills to pay, man. It makes sense why it definitely works. Just thought I'd stop in to say hi, have a good stream. Gotta head to work. That sucks, dude. What's the best anime written and which one is your favorite? Trick question. My favorite is the best anime written. It's ReZero starting life in another world from zero. Maki got Black Flash. Many people are saying this. What do you think of Deku versus Shigaraki so far out of 10? Not very good out of 10. I don't really have a number. I don't know. Maybe like a 4? 5? I don't know. Buddy of mine watched the hard work versus talent video from the thumbnail alone. He doesn't usually watch any tubers. Really? Was the clickbait game that intense? Holy. I mean, I knew it was gonna be. I knew the thumbnail was good. I knew that it was a little devious. I was worried about the title, though. I was worried that the title wouldn't be very good, but it seems it doesn't matter. Save Us ReZero Season 3? Yeah, tell me about it, dude. I always have my ending in mind as I write, so I can keep tweaking it to the story to get there in a satisfying way. I mean, that's one way to do it. I'm sure all kinds of authors have all kinds of different ways to do it. It's always nice to chat with you. Hey, man, I enjoy streaming sometimes. Speaking of that, I want to stream a little bit more. I talked about wanting to do like segments on stream that I can cut up and put on the channel as a video, and I think I should probably get started on that. So I might stream more as long as I have something to stream about. I don't think I'll ever go live with like no plan. Like I don't think I'm gonna go live and be like, all right guys, give me content. Hello chat, a very celestial subjugation to you all. That art is so fire. Glad I finally managed to catch one of your streams live. Welcome. I love Exposition versus Shigaraki. Such a good fight. Is the start of Deku's vigilante arc close to the end of My Hero? Yeah, it's the final act. It's the start of the final act. So, there's like 3 arcs left. I say three arcs makes it sound like not very much. Well, it's not very much, but so far it's like 100 chapters. Legit, a new MHA Season 7 preview dropped as you streamed? Yeah, I've got it open. We'll watch it. I've heard people say that the last 2 chapters are building up to revealing AFO gave Shigaraki, and honestly I wouldn't be surprised that Parasite somehow managed to slither his way back into the manga. I don't think so. I feel like if Hori was gonna do it, he would have done it already. Like, I don't think he would be able to contain himself. MJ fans see Deku in the thumbnail and rushed in to defend him. I mean, that was kind of the goal. Because, like, you look at the thumbnail, like, 90% of people are gonna look at that thumbnail and be like, what is this fucking guy talking about? What a psychopath. Wanted to say I love your content, I appreciate it. Hey, thank you. Thank you for watching. That's what matters. As long as you guys keep watching. I guess, like, for the future, I just have to make videos talking about popular anime discourse, like talent versus hard work, and make a really provocative thumbnail. I don't even know, I'm not as terminally online as some of you guys. So, like, when I was covering anime, or, not anime, sometimes, yes, but when I was covering talent versus hard work, I had to go to a few people and be like, hey, what do you know about this discourse? Just in case I'm missing something, because I'm not as online. So, like... Can you recommend me a good anime slash manga to watch? Watch ReZero. Smile. Apparently that Season 7 trailer that dropped earlier today wasn't supposed to come out yet. How do they do that twice now? I don't know. Also, yeah, read Kagurabachi. I was gonna read Kagurabachi on stream today too. But I was like, hey, wait, I just got copyright strike for that. I probably shouldn't do that. What are your thoughts on the MHA movie? Yeah, I don't care. It doesn't look bad. Looks okay. Genuine question, when's the last time Deku had thought of his own and had dialogue? Like a couple chapters ago. But then, if you want to find the one before that, it was like 100 chapters ago. That thumbnail was wild. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. On the subject of popular anime of Rip Akira Toriyama, yes. Very unfortunate. I mean, when I first heard about it, I thought maybe I should make a video on it, but I was like, no. I shouldn't do that. So I just kind of... it was shocking, to say the least. Like, I don't know, there are some people in life where you just don't think about them dying, you know what I mean? I know some people have tried to make this specific case about mangaka overwork, and at least at the current time, we don't have anything to say about that. There's no real causal link. What there is in this article talks about how Akira Toriyama, I think in 2022, started to have health issues during the pandemic. And in February, so last month, he had surgery to get a brain tumor removed. And then I believe a couple weeks after died from the brain bleed, or I think it was a brain bleed, right? So that's unfortunate. Akira Toriyama's friend speculates that they're linked, but we don't know. But that is the most recent information that I'm aware of, is that he had a brain tumor removed last month. Also, a lot of ignorance about Toriyama's death as well. A lot of people who are going back 40 years to post some of Toriyama's not very good designs. But like, first, like, my thing with that is first of all, you didn't care about those old designs until about like a couple days ago. That was not on your radar. Second of all, Akira Toriyama had also spent the next 40 years making designs, and they're not near. They're good. They're good designs. I'm not necessarily surprised that somebody living in like 1970s, 1980s Japan, you know, a very isolated nation, did not have the best portrayal of other races. But what really matters is, you know, he improved. Isn't Dragon Ball already being picked up by someone else? It's all in Toyotaro. Wait, let me make sure I know who that is. Toyotaro. Okay, I do know who this is, yeah. Good afternoon, EST time? Good afternoon. But yeah, Dragon Ball was already picked up by somebody a while ago. The sad part is everything that is Toyotaro original is fucking garbo. Will you be reading Ruri and Kagurabachi on stream? Maybe Ruri. Kagurabachi I'm staying away from until March 18th at least. You could have a head injury a long time ago and have a blood clot suddenly appear. Yeah. That shit's brutal, man. Which is why, obviously, they're not sure if the brain surgery is linked to it or not. If you know, that shit just happened. It happened. Why does Shueisha not want Kagurabachi to get more exposure? So, Japan is like, speaking of 40 years, Japan is like 40 years behind copyright laws. Which will also include, like, free use defense and other uses of IPs. So, when you make a video on a piece of Japanese media, the Japanese company will oftentimes get very mad because they think that you're just stealing their intellectual property. Even though, you know, they get to exert their will in the United States because YouTube operates under American copyright laws. But obviously YouTube's like not trying to go blow for blow with a nation right now, so they just let them do it. How did your Kagurabachi video go? It went pretty well. My past 3 videos have been 1 out of 10s, which for those unfamiliar means that they're my best performing videos of the past 10. And then a Kagurabachi video got shot in the head. What's been your crazy held for review comments? Honestly, none. People have been pretty normal. There's only one held for review comment on the talent versus hard work video. And it just says, MHA is absolute garbage, Deku is a modern take on a man-child cuck. Have you heard they raised their legal age of consent from 13 to 16? Yes. From what I understand, though, is that Japanese federal age of consent was 13, but like every prefecture had every age of consent raised. I will be forever indebted to Toriyama for inspiring me to become a comic artist. Yeah, and that's the thing, right? No matter what, Toriyama's legacy will always live on through the art that he's created and the people he's inspired. So like, oh, there's actually a very pertinent example of this. What was the? Let me find the thing that everyone was mad at Kubo about. Like a really stupid thing to be mad about. Hang on. Yes, Kubo's message. It would be strange to write a blog entry without talking about this matter, so I'll take a brief moment to talk seriously. Personally, I'm not experiencing any loneliness or pain. It's not that I feel nothing at all, but they're not as strong as I expected them to be. This is the passing of someone whose work I have been reading since I was a child, a senior mangaka published in the same magazine I was, and someone I'm heavily influenced by, so it all makes for a different sensation compared to how I usually deal with death. And it's all the same reason why I'm not experiencing those emotions. I've never told this to anyone, but for a long time I have believed that creating something is a way of extending your very own sensibilities in life. This is because I also believe that as long as that very creation exists, the author will never fade away. Being able to truly interiorize those ideas and feelings is proof of the magnitude these works which live within me have. That's all. For my next post, I will carry with my usual spirits. So, like, a lot of people are like, oh my god, Kubo doesn't care that Toriyama's dead? And that's like, no. That's not... That is not what that means. What they are referring to is the fact that Toriyama's legacy will never die, even though he's dead. You think ReZero Season 3 will do Subaru's Arc 5 speech well? I think, if nothing else, that will get done pretty well because it's not, like, action-packed or anything. And plus, the VAs will always kill it. I think you answered it in a video, but when people praise characters and demean others within the same series, it's for the same reason of wanting to justify their beliefs and identity. It can be. I mean, obviously it's not like I catch all. Some people do it for that. Some people just like slandering shit. I don't know. How much money do mangaka comic artists make per volume? Not a huge amount. I think I talk in some video, I think one of my mangaka artists videos, I talk about something relating to pay, but there's no specific numbers. You have to go watch one of those. So I don't really remember. Did ReZero Season 3 get a release date, and does this mean you will not be reading One Piece soon? No release date yet. Probably on the 23rd. I think, right? Anime Japan's on the 23rd for us, I think. It'll be fall 2024 though, trust. I actually plan on watching ReZero at some point. Why some point? Do it after the stream. Do it right now. What's your full thoughts on people thinking darker manga equals better than lighthearted series? I mean, everyone has their preferences, right? Some people are going to prefer darker subject matter, that's fine. Obviously, it doesn't make it objectively better because there are no objective metrics. And it kind of just circles back to the point of people using whatever they can to justify why something they like is good. Is criticism bad? No. I mean, obviously I would say no. Because, I mean, if you look at my YouTube channel. What media have you consumed within the past week? I started watching Konosuba. I got to 3 episodes in, and then I said this is dog shit, and I dropped it. And then I started Slime Isekai. I'm 4 episodes in, and it's fine. I started rewatching The Office with my girlfriend for something to watch when we're not doing anything. That's actually what I was doing right before I went live. Have you read Dan to Dan? No, I've tried it, yes, but I don't like it. I think it was Ocean Man, the very wise Ocean Man that once said, Dan to Dan is like... It's like a manga created by someone who just discovered swear words. And it's, yeah. That shit changed my life. Did I miss the chapter review? No. Have you watched Dungeon Meshi? I did watch episode 1 of Dungeon Meshi. It's not that I didn't like it. I just never really went back to watch more. But it was fine. Have you ever watched Avatar: The Last Airbender? I watched Avatar: The Last Airbender back when it aired on TV. What are your thoughts on Slime Isekai immediately eating the dragon? Do you think it betrays the premise? No. I think that is the premise. Are you caught up by Undead Unluck manga? I'm one chapter behind currently because it just came out. But mostly, yes. Do you like slice of life anime and manga? I mean, yeah, it can be fine. Just like everything else, it depends on what it is, right? I mean, I really like Ruri Dragon. It's basically slice of life right now. Yes, I was in college when it was airing. Shut the fuck up. Have you ever heard of an anime named Rainbow? No. Any thoughts on live action Airbender? Unlike all of you guys, I am not a masochist and I didn't go out of my way to watch something I knew was gonna suck ass. Except for Konosuba, apparently. Sorry. Do you actively watch any Western animations? No, I don't consume much at all. I'm trying to do more though. Because I wanna make the videos that all the anime YouTubers make that get a lot of views about the best anime of spring 2024. That's my goal. It ain't easy, guys. It really ain't easy. This shit sucks. Hello, Steeleaf. When is the next Shonen Intro episode coming? We recorded it on Thursday, so I don't know. Ask Zen. Skip and Loafer? I watched a few episodes of Skip and Loafer. I liked it. I didn't go back to it for no particular reason. Have you read Baki? No. Is it wrong to say that Mama Yu Yu has become a harem manga in a way? No, that's accurate. Undead Unluck's anime is so bad that it inspired me to pick up the manga and get the manga in. Yeah, the manga is way better, unfortunately. There's parts I like about the anime, though. I love how you frequently have Necrodancer OST as such a banger. I do like the Necrodancer OST, but the reason I always have it on my stream is because sometimes I try new music and then I get copyright claimed. I got copyright claimed for Fire Emblem music on a stream from 6 months ago. So I just stick with what does not get me copyright claimed. Have you played Inscription? No, but I heard it's good. Why do you not like Konosuba? So episode 3 has a scene where he learns the skill Steal, and then he immediately steals 2 women's underpants, and it's supposed to be haha funny, and then Darkness walks in front of a bunch of sentient cabbages and gets hit so hard her clothes start flying off, and she has like insane, like dead or alive jiggle physics, and then I closed the episode, and I was done. Sorry, I'm still trying to catch up on everything you guys are saying. You're not up to date on CSM? No, I am. What's wrong with Undead Unluck anime? It's called Flashback Unluck. That's what the anime is called. Honestly, you describing it made me laugh. Well, that's because I described it based in Red Pilled. But when you're actually sitting there watching it, and you know that you have like 24 episodes left, that shit does damage. Woman in uncomfortable situation equals funny. Yeah, I guess so. Like, the anime fans are crazy, man. It's... I'm really trying to catch up for some anime. Let me look up spring 2024 anime. It's hard, man. I'm really trying my best, though. So I tried to watch Konosuba, We're not continuing with that shit. I actually have to go and watch Demon Slayer Season 3 now, which should be fine. I'm watching Slime. Slime's like a solid 5 out of 10. MHA Season 7, yeah, I mean, obviously I'll be watching that. I don't even know what the fuck this is. Oh, The Misfit of Demon King Academy 2 Part 2. 2 Part 2? Konosuba is the most hilarious anime ever. I'm genuinely worried about people who keep saying that, man. Kaguya-sama clears, okay? Did the author die of Malgoken? I have no clue. I'll probably watch Kaiju number 8. I was never a big fan of the manga of Kaiju number 8, but I mean, I might as well. What's with all these fucking sequels, man? Stop it. Have you read Vagabond? I have not. I've heard great things about it, of course. I'll try my best. Yozo fam. Oh, true. Speaking of Kaguya-sama, how about that ONK leak? Thoughts? I have literally not seen it. So I don't know. I know y'all are freaking out, but... Look, guys, I watched Oshinoko to make a video on it, and then as soon as the video came out, I stopped watching it. I don't know. Is ONK good? It's okay. I missed the incest. Darn. Dang it. That really sucks, guys. Thoughts on Kung Fu Panda movies? I have not watched them since I was like a child. What is ONK about? I heard some weird shit about incest. No, that's it. That's what it's about. Are you caught up in the manga of ONK? No. Out of curiosity, if I do try and stream more, is there anything in particular chat would like to see? I would probably talk about like happenings in the anime space, and I guess talk about anime. Baldur's Gate 3 thoughts? It's pretty good. I have not played it that much, but it's good. Become a drama streamer? Alright, fuck you, Kopi. I know your name's Copy Post, I just like calling you that. How many views would you need to be a full-timer? About double. I get like... At least on average, I get like 80 to 100,000 views a month. So I probably need to double that. Have you read CSM? Yeah. Also reviews anime memes? Wow. That would suck. I'm not like an 18-year-old coomer, man. Can you watch your old videos and old videos from friends on stream? I have done a stream where I watched an old video of mine. I watched my old All Might video because it did not age considerably well. Considering the format of some streams, you could just stream and kind of go on tangents with chat like sometimes here. Yeah, maybe. I don't know, I always feel bad about the idea of going live with like no plan, you know? You spent a lot of the last video defending Deku. Just admit you're a Deku tsundere. There are things about Deku to defend. Maybe react to Shonen and Chill old segments. Guys, I can't watch podcasts. There's something like fundamentally wrong with my brain. I don't have the attention span for it. I've never been able to watch podcasts. It's just, or listen to podcasts. I can't do it. Yes, the leakers did post that Vigilantes was getting an anime, and then we never heard anything about it again, so I don't even know if that's true. What do you do in your free time? I play video games, or I do amateur astronomy, or I develop video games, or I sit here and I watch things. Not even in the background? No, I can't focus on it. Reaction channel? Let's put it this way, guys. If I started doing a reaction channel, hashtag rents due, okay? I still do have a second channel that I would like to make some gaming videos on. I just don't have time. Acid reactions like, okay, that's bad. Okay. Where did you see people calling Deku talent Yuji hard work? I saw people saying the opposite in my comment section. Currently happening as we speak. But yeah, basically the plan right now is I want to make some lower effort videos, get some stuff out. Because I need more content. But money's tight. It's not hashtag rents due quite yet, okay, but we're getting there. So I do. Somebody said in chat, tier lists, and like that is a plan I have. I've been thinking in the background of like making a video. It's like I want to clickbait it as like me rating anime protagonists, and then like they click on it, and it's me ranking them on a tier list based on how well they would do at babysitting. Just like some random fucking bullshit criteria. React to anime shorts? This is not a reaction channel, chat. You know reading One Piece on stream might be hype? It would, that's the issue. How about read indie comics or manga to help give upcoming authors a new audience? So here, I understand the intent with that, but I think you might be overestimating my pull. I only have 14,000, so I'm not really him. Himothy. Tier list of how good the protagonists are compared to Subaru? Oh, that would be a massacre. You should just read every weekly Shonen Jump manga every week. I'm kind of on edge now, though, because, like, I'm afraid of getting copyright strike for some random shit. Locals, JJK videos always pop off, start doing more JJK videos. Dude, I don't know what, if I made a JJK video, I have no idea what I would talk about. Besides just like, slandering it. I don't know. I'm not a big JJK head. Thoughts on separating art from the artist or stuff like Rurouni Kenshin or Toriko? Everyone is going to have their own threshold for that. Personally, I would rather not support a shit artist, like a shit human being, like the Rurouni Kenshin author. So I would, like, if you pirate it, that's one thing, right? But I wouldn't support it officially, personally. The next big lightning user in anime shits on him for 10 minutes. Local tweeter Noodles Lori made a tweet that sparked controversy. Make a video that's just pure agenda posting? That was my Deku and Subaru video, actually. What gives you life or inspires you? I like stars. I like looking at the stars. Chat, if you ever have access to a telescope and Saturn is out, you should go look at Saturn. Unironically, that shit will change your life, okay? How difficult is it to connect a broad topic like media literacy to popular modern anime manga? It's hard. The reason why I don't make more media literacy videos is because it takes quite some time. Saturn for One Piece, Luffy fighting Saturn. You guys are fucking freaks. No. Talking about Saturn the planet. Asworth the HS is a better villain than AFO? Wow. Have you gone to areas with low light pollution? I love stars as well, but I live in a metropolitan area. Yes, I've been to a, like, in the middle of nowhere, like, twice now. It is incredible. But you can see Saturn even in a metropolitan area, speaking from experience, because I live in a metropolitan area. It's not out right now, but in a few, like in summer, you'll see a star come over the eastern horizon. That'll be Saturn. It's like a dim, yellowish red star. What are your thoughts on the new One Piece arc? If people like it, it's pretty good. If people don't like it, it's kind of dog shit, so... Power scaling videos, never that. I'm sorry, I have too much pride in my work. Have you not read it? No. Or watched it. Also, for those of you in chat who go outside, so I'm probably speaking to a few of you, when you go outside, as soon as the sun goes down and you look above you, there's a bright star. Like a really bright one, impossible to miss. That's Jupiter, okay? How did you get into astronomy? I don't know, I've always liked it since I was a kid. No, that's Polaris MHA reference. Okay. I like the funny, goofy tier list idea. I think it's fun too. Have you read the beginning after the end? No. I can attest Saturn will change your life. Also look at the surface of the moon. Specifically look at the surface of the moon. When it's a half moon. Full moons through a telescope, they're cool still, obviously, but like, it's not as cool as you might think. But when it's a half moon, and you can see the, what's it called, the Terminator? Yeah, the Terminator, when you can see the Terminator, oh my god, that's so cool. Is it actually made out of cheese? I mean, yeah. Read any good seinen? Not read, but, watch Vinland Saga. If Kagurabachi got an anime adaptation, what aesthetic would suit it the best? I think that they should go for like blue sky, really upbeat tone all the time. Did you talk about Kagurabachi getting an English release already? No. But that is happening because Kagurabachi sweep. We will be acquiring Kagurabachi Volume 1. The second fastest English release. The first one being Samurai. Man, I wish there was a video I could watch. Yeah, tell me about it. It's fucked up, man. What a fucked up day. Are Kagurabachi's numbers doing good right now? Yeah. Not MHA News saying Season 6 is almost perfect. Damn, perfect is a strong word. What do you think is the most important aspect of a first manga chapter? I mean, generic response, but like, there needs to be a hook, obviously. Like, I think the easy hook to do is you either have to provide some like really good fucking world building that makes them interested in the world, or your main character has to have something in a first chapter. Because like, think about My Hero Academia's first chapter, right? It sets up a decent amount of the world, but what really hooks people about MHA Chapter 1 is Deku, and the brief journey he goes on in that first chapter, and the conclusion being him and All Might. Oh hi, Isis says, when are we streaming? Since 46 minutes ago. Personally, if I were writing something, God forbid, I think I would put a lot of care into the main character. Do you prefer long series, 200 plus, or shorter series? I don't really care. Depends on which one's better executed. See how that cut got butchered? Did you see how they butchered Vincent's animation in MHE Season 6? Quite sad, it looks so good. I believe the one that people were talking about is Season 5, and yeah, we talked about that a while ago. We gonna watch MHA Season 7 trailer too? Yes. Mods crush his skull. Do you watch Marvel movies? I haven't watched a Marvel movie since Spider-Man No Way Home, which I did watch in theaters. I'm not a big fan of Marvel content. There's a streamer that plays Steam games. Does it survive the refund 2 hours? What if you read manga and see if it survives chapter 1? I mean, maybe it's just me. I don't know if I'd be interested in that. Like, I'm trying to think of being a viewer. I mean, I already don't watch anime YouTube, so maybe I'm off on a bad foot already. But like, would I be interested in a video series that was going through chapter 1s of a series? I don't know. On edge about copyright, but going to watch the trailer that wasn't supposed to be officially out yet. Yeah, you know me. I've never been copyrighted for an MHA trailer, even in this situation. So. Hello, Wally. How to execute a perfect chapter 1? Make it ReZero. Tier list ranking first chapters. MHA would be alright up there. JJK would not be very high. Kagura Bachi would be pretty decent. Why Kashimo Hajime is underrated? Afu, you need fucking help. Like, there's nothing I can do for you anymore. You need guidance from somebody trained. How is the chapter? I haven't read it yet. We've been shitposting for like 50 minutes. All offer guidance. No, no. Would you be interested in doing character analysis? I mean, yeah, I already do that stuff. I haven't done it in a bit. I have a bunch of ReZero character analysis videos lined up, but as usual, I have to wait for Season 3. Lol. What was the last character analysis? Oh, I did an OW character analysis in January, that's right. I forgot about that. I did a free run analysis. Dude, I'm so salty about that shit. Do you agree that Ochako is one of the most boring and lame female characters in fiction? No. JJK is right there. Papa. What kind of videos would you not want to make? So, like, baseline, I will never make a gooning video. I'm not a gooner, okay? I'm a 26-year-old man, I'm not a gooner. And I'm really, really not interested in power scaling videos, okay? Just like, I'm so unbelievably uninterested in that. I'm trying to stay away from MHA videos currently, but I don't know how long I can keep that up if the shit doesn't wrap up soon. Goon now. What's gooning, chat? The goon demographic is an untapped well. You and I both know it's not untapped. Chill. Alright? Chill one, if I say your full name. Will you ever consider making an April Fool's video? I was actually talking in my Diamond chat the other week about how I should make an April Fool's video where it's like top 10 Konosuba jokes and it's 10 minutes of a black screen with mid-roll ads and then it just sort of ends. I'd watch that. Yeah? You guys would watch 10 minutes of a black screen? Will there be music? Oh no, copyright. Come on. Keep up. We hate to see this, guys. This is tough. This is tough to look at. Would you do a video on tropes aversion, both the good and the bad? Maybe. What do you prefer, anime or manga? I go back and forth, I think. I probably watch it to see if anything happens, like a jump scare. Do you have any thoughts on Ruby Dragon's return? I like it. Make it a 1-minute video? No, I need to roll. I need to roll mid rolls. Come on, keep up. I have really bad attention issues. I think I have there's something wrong with my brain fundamentally, and there always has been. So I find it easier to get distracted with manga. How about shorts? Okay. Here's the thing about shorts, guys. You guys are never gonna expect this. Did I miss the trailer? No. Shorts are very, very good for subscriber count growth. And nothing else. So if you're trying to build a shorts channel, that works perfectly fine. So like if I made a second channel that was like Ask About the HS Shorts, that channel would do fine probably. But when all of these people come to subscribe for shorts, they'll also get your long form content recommended to them because they subscribe to your channel. But they're not going to watch it because they don't give a fuck. So that's going to destroy your click-through rate on long form content. Unless you're like a super giant fucking YouTuber already, in which case that'll be fine. I could be wrong. But from almost every example that isn't already a massive YouTuber, this is what happens. It barely transforms into a long form viewer. So your click-through rate will take a bunch of damage, which means that your video won't get pushed because YouTube thinks it's a bad video. And also, shorts don't make any fucking money. I'm in a partner to YouTube Discord, where there's a bunch of like pretty decently sized YouTubers talking about random shit, and sometimes I go to the short section and like they're getting like hundreds of thousands to millions of views per short. And they're making less than I do from shorts. And I don't make a lot of money, so... They'll come to the live streams and ask, hey, could you put on some Subway Surfers? I wish there was like a... I should make it so that somebody like donates if somebody does like a super chat. It puts up some Subway Surfers gameplay. Are you gonna make a video on that one romance manga, I forgot its name, that shot itself in the foot with NTR? What do you mean, Rent a Girlfriend? Astronomy, writing, YouTube, any other passions? I do game dev as well. How long does a video need to be considered long form content? It just needs to not be a short. There's a specific... If the video is vertical and it is under a minute long, it is a short. You can make an MHA video talking about the sky and the manga as an excuse to talk about astronomy. Unrelated. But I was thinking about like on like a second channel, I could talk about the astronomy of games. That might be interesting. Just like looking up at the night sky in video games and seeing what they got going on. Like for example, one thing I noticed when playing Minecraft is that the moon is always opposite to the sun, which means in real life it would always be a full moon, but for some reason the Minecraft moon has phases. Not to like take it super seriously, but just like pointing that out. It's like, hey, look at that. Isn't that weird? Nerd, you're just mad you didn't know any astronomy for the trial in Arc 6. Will you be reading Kagurabachi today? No, I'm not trying to get a second copyright strike. The Minecraft moon just got a massive shadow demon. Did you guys know that flat earthers believe that the way like lunar eclipses happen is because there's like a shadow planet that floats between the Earth and the moon? It was a different one about vampire that becomes addicted to the protagonist's blood, that then became addicted to someone else's, and the entire fanbase crumbled? Is that Call of the Night? Did that happen in Call of the Night? That's the only vampire anime that comes... that comes to mind anyway. What concepts do you like seeing explored in fiction? I remember you mentioning heroism before anything else. I like realistic portrayals of relapse. Like, I think, like, Subaru does that really well, where he tries to improve, and then he's like, hey, I've been like this my entire life, so it's really hard. And then he relapses into, like, fucked up thought patterns, but then he crawls his way back out, gets a little further, you know, so on and so forth. Like, just an orb of darkness? Something like that. Thoughts on Apothecary Diaries? I have not watched it, though I have wanted to, I just haven't. Flat Earthers should really just write their own fantasy novels instead of trying to convince other people that the Shadow Earth is a reality. Right? Like, isn't that that's like some cool world building, right? Like, there's a fucking shadow planet, bro. Like, was the latest CSM arc good? It was fine. What game genres are you trying to make? I like horror games. But making 3D games is really hard. What's an example of a friend betraying you, but y'all are in middle school? Nobody has ever betrayed me. Everyone I know is loyal. Except for Bubba. Acid try and not glaze ReZero for 5 minutes challenge impossible? I can cut it down to 4 minutes if you'd like. Do an arc for arc MHA rewrite? I don't got that dog in me, man. Like, I'm not invested enough to do a rewrite, unfortunately. The issue with, like, making more MHA videos is that, like, every time I think about doing it, I'm like, I would rather just wait until the retrospective. Because if I keep talking about everything in Act 3, I feel like the retrospective doesn't have a purpose anymore. Try to piss off every anime manga fan imaginable starting now. I believe in women's rights. And women's wrongs. I have no enemies, that's false. Thor's was wrong. Based, more like biased. Many people are saying this. Should we watch the Season 7 trailer real quick? It's only 30 seconds. Who are your top 3 enemies? If I talk, I'll be in big, big trouble, okay? Bubba is like number 2, though. As I'm at work, please kill me? Pussy. Alright, starting off strong with a really good group shot. I could slander this, but also it's a group shot, so like it doesn't matter. This is not a big deal. His suit is so ugly. Let me mute this, cause that might actually get me in trouble. Cool. Cool stuff. Very cool stuff. Very cool. Oof. That's fine. Some of the character art's good. Oh, Jesus. Oh, good lord. Alright. See, it's like... The character art on this is great. Well, not this part, but like here, the thick lines always look good, man. Feels like there's like some weird dissonance between the shot. Like it's coming down pretty smooth, and then his hand just like teleports down. And then we just go to the okay. It feels so strangely slow and stiff. We do not care. Imagine like putting your life and soul into a cut like this. Like that's pretty good. And then look at what they put behind your cut. Like the MS Paint fucking like 7-year-old drawing of grass. That's tough. There's some like solid cuts in here though. It's not bad at all. Like this one looks pretty good. The Sochaka one in the water. That's good. Deku's suit is ugly? Yes, it is true. Is this a chat? Is this... Wait, let me go back to it. No, fuck off. Is this a recreation, a still frame recreation of a manga panel, or no? Is this actually a unique shot? Yeah? Okay. I don't remember this shot off the top of my head, however my my MHA memory has been getting worse. We have been moving on and finding new things in life. Pretty mediocre. I'm sure there'll be good cuts. Like that's, I'm not worried about that at all. They should have waited another year. Yeah, but unfortunately Toho will never do that. So. Is it a June 4th release or April 6th? I think like the Memories episodes, the 4 episodes of Flashback starts on April 6th, and then the real season starts in May. Did I miss anything? Yeah, we all died. We all got addicted to pills. There's flashbacks episodes? Yes, there's flashback episodes. 4 of them. Toga Discourse or check DMs for content. Toga Discourse is that people are fucking inept. That's the Toga Discourse. Let me go to the boy Bubba. When is he gonna be the man Bubba? Oh my god, he's like role playing. What the fuck? Character development would be peak. Is this a Pokemon theme? No. I'm trying to find it on Bubba's profile, but like, he's like role playing as MHA characters, so it's hard to find. Do you think getting married is worth it? That is a subjective thing. I mean, if you guys like sign a prenup and then you guys are getting married for tax benefits, yeah, probably. It's probably chill. what really started everything is that people, for some reason, started talking about how Ochako saved Toga mentally. And every time the response is, she died happy. She died happy, guys. And as Bubba correctly pointed out, that made me happy, but even with the house gone, the bad stuff's still there in my heart. You didn't make it go away, Ochako. Damn, sounds like she wasn't saved. I don't... I don't know what to tell you. Wait, Toga died? Captain America in New York gif? Insert here. You guys should screenshot all of the Toga should die pushers and put it in a compilation later, real agenda shit. I already told Bubba to do that, don't worry. He's already ahead of that. Oh my god. I'm fucking dropping this shit. It's really, it's the same old discourse that, like, villains deserve to die. You know, at least she got to die happy. You really know discourse is washed when, it winds up on Reddit. And obviously people were talking about, this character's conclusion is actually really good and fitting if you genuinely read the series. Obviously, everyone who's ever disagreed with me has never actually read My Hero Academia. Such a stupid fucking thing to say, man. People are so, like, unbelievably America-pilled that the only two options in life are you go to prison or you die. This whole thread is just... Oh my gosh, he's dead, thank God. But yeah, you know the discourse is washed when it's on Reddit. When it's on Reddit. What is rehabilitation? Don't ask an American that, they don't know. It's like Bubba pointed out, Ochako didn't save her. Like, she's still going through the same thing. Ochako's arc of like, oh man, Night Eye died in my arms. Let's have someone die in my arms. Like, what the fuck? It's just, it's not very fulfilling for anybody involved. Endeavor can atone though, he's cool. Yeah, he pays taxes. He is the approved method of violence from the state. He is a part of the state monopoly on violence, so he's cool. He can do whatever he wants. And it's funny, because if these motherfuckers actually read Vigilantes, for how much they say it's better than MHA, and there was a fucking psychopath, okay? He's like almost actually killing people. Offhandedly. Your stance on Shigaraki's fate? I don't fucking know anymore. I don't know if I care anymore. That one panel put Toga in my top 5. Bro has not read MHA since like chapter fucking 30. Ask this once MHA ends so we can stop talking about it. I'm afraid of when MHA ends. Because, like, my massive backlog of MHA content is what gets, like, half of my views every day. So, like, if that ends, I don't know, I might be fucked. Find it kind of dumb whenever a villain has a backstory, people are like, the author is trying to justify their action. People, like, people think reason equals excuse, or, like, justification. But no, reason is just reason. You guys keep talking about Kagurabachi, even though my video is currently copyright striked by Shueisha for talking about Kagurabachi. Maybe with the help of Oceanus, he'll survive. What is he gonna do? He's gonna be like, you should play Monster Hunter. I don't think Shigaraki will be redeemed. I think it'll be alright. I'm not gonna re-upload the video because I have submitted a counter notification. Here's how the YouTube copyright system works for people who don't know. Literally anybody on the face of the planet can just go to your video and go to YouTube and be like, I'm sending a cease and desist, or I'm sending a DMCA, take down this video, and give them a copyright strike. And the onus is now on the YouTuber, in this instance me, to send the person who took down that video every single bit of their personal information, because you are doing a legal action. Like this, you're not just going, hey, don't do that. You're filing a legal counterclaim. You have to do this if you want the video back up. There's nothing you can do. And you also say, you basically sign something that's like, YouTube is stepping out of this. They're hashtag not involved anymore. So, Shueisha has 10 business days to respond. So depending on the time, I'm not sure. They have either until the 18th or the 15th to respond. If they don't respond, the video goes back up. If they do respond, there's like a, still not a big, so like, they have to show that they are taking legal action against me. Now, it doesn't mean that they have to follow through what a lot of, so, okay. A lot of people file counterclaims, usually nothing happens, even if they get declined. Because they're not interested in actually going to court. It's just like a big fuck you. So, if my video does stay down, that means that they went to YouTube and they showed that they are, like, they're starting legal action, but 99% of the time they're not going to follow through. The 1% we would be in big trouble. 1% of the time means we are never going to Japan. Otherwise I will be banned as soon as I land. Do a video rating the fashion of anime characters? I could add that to the tier list idea, honestly. Here, let me do that. That's a good idea. There we go. Asa versus the state of California. It would not be against the state of California, it would be against the entire nation of Japan. If they decide my video stays down, then that means I'm probably never covering Kagurabachi again. And also, I'll have a copyright strike on my channel for 90 days. I think it's 90 days or 60 days, one of those two. Which means I would be 1/3 of the way to having my YouTube channel deleted for 90 days. Correct. Japan does not have a fair use defense. Japan is like 40 years behind on copyright laws. Put it this way, Shueisha also does not have an interest in taking people to court for this, because even in the small chance that they lose. If there's the small chance that they lose, anime YouTube would be changed forever. For the better, of course. But, dude, can you imagine if they took me to court and I won? Holy fuck. Hero of anime YouTube arc? Holy shit, that'd be crazy. The way some really big anime YouTubers circumvent this is they know somebody at YouTube that can block their videos from Japan. Obviously, I don't have that opportunity, so I cannot block my videos in Japan, so I'm always gonna have to deal with this. Are you YouTube because you don't listen to the community, or do you not listen to the community because you're YouTube? It makes me a little worried for ReZero Season 3 because I'm gonna have to be so careful. It cannot be understated how much getting like one video taken down hurts. Because like my Kagurabashi video was doing really well. And now that it's been copyright striked, if it does come back, it's probably dead. Like no one's gonna give a shit about it anymore. The algorithm's gonna be finished. It's not gonna care about the video anymore. It is bad news for the video. This happened back with my old, ReZero Stakes video. I posted the ReZero Stakes video, it was on track to be the best video I've ever had. Then it got copyright claimed, and then by the time that was done with, the video was kind of dead. So. Out of curiosity to see how many viewers I would lose if I blocked all my videos in Japan, in the past month, 118 views have come from Japan. 0.1%. And they only watched 4 minutes average. Top 5 countries for me are United States, United Kingdom, Canada, India, and the Philippines. Does that count VPNs? Probably. I don't know. I think it counts how your channel is marked, but I'm not sure. I won't be able to watch it anymore. Yeah, local video. Getting age restricted will kill a video instantly as well. I had to fight very hard. I had to change the video like 6 times, the MHA racism video. Because YouTube really wanted to age restrict it, like really, really bad. We got there in the end though. What about Russia? Russia is like not even top 15, apparently. When will My Hero end if I had to guess this year? We will try to hashtag endure. We will try to live the Bubba style. The Bubba mindset. And we will endure. Despite how badly YouTube wants to kill me. How to be an anime YouTuber video? Be tired all the time. 10 chapters for MHA? No. You need 100,000 subs to get a YouTube manager who looks out for you? Yeah, but I've also heard that the YouTube manager they give you doesn't really give a fuck. Yeah, I agree with Bubba. I think Volume 42 will be the last one. I really gotta get cracking on the retrospective. For those curious, by the way, about the retrospective, I'm still writing the script, taking my time, chipping away at it over time. I've started the part of the final arc where it's the Todoroki family fight. Um, I just outlined that part. I'm doing the final arc differently than I've done the rest because it's so dense. There's so much shit happening and also not happening. In the final war arc, I go fight by fight instead of doing it like as one just giant fucking thing. Because sometimes there's so much to unpack for every individual fight. Any video ideas you have dropped? Yeah, when JJK0 came out, I was gonna do a Gojo and Yuta video. Thank you for reminding me about that, Bubba. I will actually add that. Wants to kill himself, but suicide is bad. Exclamation mark. Yes, I dropped the Bakugo video because when I was finishing up the script for that, he got revived. That was tough. There's been a few others, but I can't remember. Oh, before the Villain Hunt video I have now, I was gonna make one a long time ago, but I dropped it because I didn't think I was good enough at what I did yet. So it was really hard, but then I did it later, so it's fine. Face reveal 1 trillion subs, my face is already revealed. It's not a secret. We need another Nobara slander video. Shut the fuck up, dude. Every time people on Twitter talk about my MHA content and like how mad they are that I make MHA videos, I just scroll back. My last MHA exclusive video, because obviously I talk about MHA sometimes, because it's one of the most popular shonen of all fucking time. My last MHA video was September 3rd, 2023. Literally 6 months ago. Did you read the chapter yet? No. It's kind of crazy how there's almost zero Black Clover YouTubers thematic reference. Least favorite genre? I mean, does harem count? Does harem shit count? Like Mama Yu Yu? Damn, this is a definition of padding. We're an hour and a half in and I haven't read this. I haven't read the chapter yet. And there's still 143 you motherfuckers here. God damn. Did Black Clover ended? No. 6 months? Yeah. You should bring back the what went wrong. I was thinking about doing a season 6 what went wrong. But then I was like, I don't know if I feel like getting my ass beat because people love season 6, you know? Like, I don't know. At the time, I just like, I didn't know if I felt like getting my ass beat for like months. I don't know. Okay, Bubba, I'll check your fucking DMs. Wow, Bubba. Real mature, buddy. Nice DM, dude. Thanks. Gyro humor. Yeah, season 6, what went wrong? You're gonna get me jumped up. Season 6, what went wrong would have been like... Would have been me talking like, oh, the blue sky is bad. Also, it looks like ass. Whereas, like, I don't know, Season 5 had just a lot of issues. Like, the arc swap alone was worth a video. Bubba about to get boomed by John Apple. I think you are misunderstanding why people. I'm pretty sure this guy is a subscriber, so we're gonna go chill on him, right? I think you are misunderstanding why people praise Nobara. It was because of her personality, not her role in the overarching story or something weird like that. First of all, a character's role in the overarching story is not weird. It's actually pretty normal to like someone for that. But yeah, you can like a character for the personality too. That's fine. Normal people who don't dissect every story they watch only care if 1, the character has a likable personality, and 2, they do things on screen that are interesting. True. I think that's true. Normal people. But the people who talk about Nobara discourse aren't normal. They're like us. So most female characters in shonen have super bland personalities or personalities that cater towards males. For example, Uraraka. The reason you don't get on when people don't like Uraraka isn't because they have a problem with her plotline or something. It's because she's just a basic, loving, caring shonen female that does nothing in fights. So, like, the issue with Uraraka is that she's nice? And, like, not evil? I don't understand. While with Nobara and Maki, for the average viewer, their personalities were a breath of fresh air from the horde of boring or bland female characters. Maki? Okay. The reason why characters like Jiro, Sue, or Momo from MHA don't get any praise is because they still fall into the submissive female archetype. Whoa. Chill? What are you... What is submissive female archetype about Jiro, Sue, or Momo? The fact that they're women? I don't... What does that mean? I don't understand what that one's about. That's a little weird. Dude court comment. Meanwhile, Nobara and Maki aren't afraid of being mean. They aren't afraid of doing or saying what they want to do, and they can kick ass in a fight. Sure. That's also why people love Mirko. People just want to see females that actually do cool things in love and have non-submissive personalities. Isn't this kind of the point of the video? The fact... I swear to God I talk about this at length, do I not? The fact that having cool, badass female characters is boring. Why don't you have actually have characters? This just feels like another moment of people commenting on things that I talk about in the video. Also, I'm pretty sure I also talk about Uraraka getting dunked on because, or a lot of female characters getting dunked on because they display what people consider to be traditional femininity. Interesting. Also, I don't think being like the emotional support character is a unique thing for MHA women. I think like every MHA character is an emotional support character. MHA is a very emotional series. Like, let me think, like... I mean, MHA female character's pretty ass, but... But, like, can you imagine if Mirko was the same as she is now, except she had, like, a character arc or something? That'd be cool. Like, please clarify you can have strong characters that are also deep? I've never said the opposite. The main issue with MHA is that, yeah, it's just male dominated. It doesn't give the women opportunity to do things. Like, give Bubba the pen for like 15 minutes, he can probably write an extraordinarily raw Choco fight. Oh my god, man. Dude, she has 0 gravity, bro. Come on, like... That beach episode would have been considered Hood versus Endeavor levels. Okay. Let's read the chapter, and then I want to redo the MHA fight tier list. I'll have to add the new fights, because I made this back during like 362, I think. No, 370, because it showed you, right? Or 380. What counts as doing something, fighting the main villain? It depends on the context of doing something, I guess. If I said that, I don't remember. But, having any character moment, having any relevancy to the main themes of the story, that's doing something. Are you gonna go over the Season 7 trailer? I already did. We still haven't read the chapter? No, we're chilling. MJ and JJK female characters are kind of ass, not gonna lie. True! I don't think it's that hard to write a female character that also... Like, it feels like a lot of shonen treat it as like a zero-sum game. Where... I don't know if a zero-sum game is the right way to put it, but like... There's a false dichotomy where, like, a female character either has to be emotional or has to fight. You can't have both, and I don't understand that. It's really not hard. What's a series with good female characters? You ever heard about ReZero starting life in another world from zero? Also, Chainsaw Man is good too. Have we read the chapters yet? No, soon though. Like, very shortly. Undead Unlock, of course, as well. Just skim the first volume. Yozakura family, kind of, sometimes. I'm not a big fan of Akane Banashi, but it has a female lead that is not ass. I liked the female characters in Martial Master Asumi. Kaguya-sama, I think, is good. Vinland Saga, sure. One series that has like very funny female characters is Dr. Stone. Not funny as in like, oh, they make good jokes. The artist needs to be like I don't know. Something is wrong with him. Oh, you know what series is definitely gonna have a good female cast? Witch Hat Atelier. I've only read 7 chapters of Witch Hat, but it's good. New Ways Exorcist probably, yeah, best in the industry. Elaborate on Dr. Stone. I don't like the artist's style at all. When you read the chapter? Right now. Boom. 4:15. How have I never gotten a copyright strike for this? Hello, Sambashi. Pog, memories. That's awesome. The memories are blending. The resonance between my brother's factor and One for All was already building at a rapid pace. This shit is still silly, so. In order to claim One for All, as though my brother sought its soul, but despite all the absurd power he amassed, that soul resides right here. We now face the mightiest villain with armor forged from untold malice and hatred. Putting a stop to such a heinous calamity was always the very reason we've been woven into this chain of power. We are here now. I always like, going back and seeing Hori, like, redraw old scenes, because his art has changed so much. Shigaraki and Midoriya. No sauce. No sauce. The transfer of One for All got bounced back? It did damage, though. Oh my god, this text is so fucking small. Hang on. The scumbag rejected us. Should have known this might happen, considering his will was strong enough to steal one of us away. Only the 6th end got through, just barely. We have him to thank for that latest damage. This doesn't make any fucking sense, but whatever. Like, I've already accepted that. I want to stress the idea that his, like, will can take One for All, even though One for All can't be taken. I've already accepted that a long time ago, because that's kind of the plot, so, like, that's fine. So, I can also accept him rejecting it with the same will. That also makes sense. But only one, like, him being able to not reject all of it, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Very silly. I fucking despise how they name drop the vestige number whenever they say things. Not only is it very clunky dialogue-wise, but also it's very silly in terms of their own individuality. Which is what a quirk is, lol. So N's will is stronger. Having seen N these past few chapters, definitely not. Meaning he couldn't completely shut himself away if only those growing hands and fingers could receive the transfer, but no. This attempt only went through the moment I broke past the fingers and struck his chest. Transferring through the fingers won't work. They're like dead nails or a layer of grime. The panel that ruined a generation. Chad, does he have a hole in his hand? I can't tell. Is that a hole right there? I don't know. Either way, if this is all for one, him bringing Tenko home does not necessarily mean he gave him decay. We're getting there. We'll try again as many times as it takes. How is he not decaying? Because he didn't have decay at this point? Pog! Drones! Super duper long range remote control is made possible thanks to satellite uplinks. Okay. UA boasts peak performance even when it's on the fritz. Okay. Dude, this chapter is already fucking over. This chapter is already over. Holy shit. That particular baby informed Midoriya that his gauntlets were finished. What? Allow me to assist. Help the injured. Let me know if anyone can't walk on their own. He's a valued client of mine, you know, so if I want to provide excellent service in the days to come, I'd better observe him in action. That's the same boy who got my beloved thrown in the slammer, which somehow only helped my sweetheart to be even more amazingly, wonderfully stupendous. True! Crash landing. Get it to shore. Give us a hand. Shame on those who don't pitch in. Still filming. What on earth? Airy. So I already know what the follow-up on this is, and it's really funny. This is like the most Weekly Shonen Jump cliffhanger of all time. Spoiler, nothing happens. I actually am not I'm not awake in time for leaks anymore, so I know a few things that happen next chapter, but not everything. Barrage, Pog. Her little legs going, there she goes. Not so fast, but I gotta help Deku. Hundreds of kilometers lie between him and us. I can ride back in the big box the same way we got here. The battles against Dabi, Makia, and All for One were far more destructive than anticipated, damaging even our evacuation system. Perhaps we shouldn't have put the evacuation system under the fight. Just... But... Besides, your rewind energy is not yet replenished. Rushing to him now would be fruitless. You know this much after meeting with a racer. Me, I got run over by a dump truck, but don't worry. I'm on the mend. I understand painfully well how you must feel. But all we can do for now is keep the faith. You've got a dream of your own, Eri? That makes me want to try extra hard myself. Yeah, we blew the rewind on Mirio, boys. What does he even do? You know how Midoriya is always about to burst out crying? Oh, Kota. I'm kind of a crybaby, just like him, and when I see him fighting so hard, it makes me feel like I gotta take action too. I mean, that's cute. Just like random, like, Deku versus Shigaraki is just random action panels. We get like a random action panel, and we get like 3 pages of people reacting. And then we get another action panel, and then we get like Deku seeing a flashback of his. It's really weird, like very, 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 very strangely put together. Oh, Christ, dude. Monoma, hang in there. Midoriya has once more adopted that dark form of his. Yeah, fun fact, Denki, when no one was looking, he went back on top of UA and like rolled around in the mud a little bit and came back down. So people think he did something. Momoyao. In comics and stuff, they got characters who will be like, I believe in my pal, total faith. Usually it's somebody on the sidelines who'd be shouting like me or Kirishima. I'm sorry to say, I haven't consumed those particular works of fiction. Not much of a shonen reader, right. Well, Midoriya is probably like the strongest guy in the world right now. So why don't I feel like everything's gonna turn out a-okay? The way All Might used to inspire everyone. Momoyao, does me being all anxious and worried mean I don't got faith in him? I don't mind this, personally. I think this... It really depends on where this goes. Like, this could be interesting. But also, why is it fucking Denki? Denki Kaminari. Oh, here comes Bubba's moment. Bubba's time to shine. The helicopter comes in to save Ochako. Yeah, because we got a girl here who's in seriously bad shape. Gravity something or other. I forgot her name, but the girl from UA. Anyway, the chopper will get her there soon. Yeah, Toga's not there. It's not like they just like found her dead and we're like, oh sweet. Hello? Chat? The Viz reader? It's not working? UA robots are on the way. That gravity girl might not pull through. We've got a live feed of Midoriya. It's looking crazy. Forget that. Focus on these folks. Gravity. Right. The one who saved Toga. Pog. If all of us are even a little capable of seeing each other united as one. Yeah, she's dead, by the way. Yeah, she's dead, by the way. Why did I follow after Midoriya? Oh my god, who cares? He managed to wrench open my heart. He has this special way of doing it, and there's nothing harder for a villain to beat than that. To bear than that. I mean, sure. Beating villains is all about making them lose the will to keep fighting. I bet that's what he's up to right now. He's not merely out to punish evil, like it's also black and white. That boy's dream is taking him down a thornier, more nuanced path. And that look on his face when he's up against the wall and running himself ragged? It makes you want to risk it all to back him up. It feels just kind of sauceless, man. I don't know. Feels unearned, I guess. We're probably gearing up for his I am here moment. I imagine it'll be different than what people traditionally expect from an I am here moment. It's not going to be something badass, probably. Toga should be dead. False. Get the hell away from me. Damn, he's putting the fear of God into Shigaraki. Holy shit. And here we are at the house. I really hope that we actually stay at the house, and this isn't just like a flashback for a second. Sero. Sero's gonna tape up the house. Sero's gonna come to this broken house and fix it with his tape. Let's go! People know who Shigaraki is? I'm pretty sure people know who Shigaraki is, yeah. He had a very infamous reign of terror. So, like, I want to say that on one hand, I do think it's kind of interesting that Shigaraki is like at his most panicked when it's not a traditional fight, right? Because we've seen him in fights. He's chilling usually. He doesn't care. He's smiling. But now that it's a fight where someone's like trying to save him, his reaction is totally different. I do think that's cool. But on the other hand, Shigaraki comes into his own and then does nothing besides like get his ass beat. It's kind of disappointing. Like, we waited 100 chapters for Shigaraki to come back. He comes back, and then just doesn't really do anything. Chapter wasn't terrible, I mean, it's okay. Twice death reaction next chapter. Let's go. 150 chapters later, dude. Fire. Yeah, it's actually crazy how AFO kind of ruined My Hero Academia, huh? Like, his presence is actually so oppressively bad that he just, like, he knocked it around permanently. I think I talked about this last stream, right? That I said that I'm not inherently against the memory sharing aspect, but, like, it's just kind of a band-aid for a lazy dynamic. New video idea? For what? What do you think Hori could do at this point to make Shigaraki feel like a threat? I think it's over. Like, nothing, unfortunately. I think MHA's over in like 15, 16 chapters. $16, yeah. Don't forget about Aizawa. Yeah, I'm imagining that'll be wrapped up in like 2 chapters. Are you gonna add the fourth movie to the retrospective? Yeah, I might, if I even get to fucking watch it. We just need, like, we just need... We need Sero, man. Like, come on, bro. So let's see, I need to get Deku versus Shigaraki. I need to get the Todoroki family versus Dabi. I need to get Ochako versus Toga. Who are the best characters now? They're in different stories. Sorry, that's me taking a screenshot. Oh my god, did I make this chart before fucking Iron Might? What a better time in my life. And then I need Bakugo versus All For One. Just deep, we got an airy cliffhanger just for it to do nothing? Yeah, it didn't, nothing happened. If Horikoshi's healthy enough to write post, I can't see past the heart icon. I'm assuming this is manga story content. What would I like it to be? I don't know. There's a lot you can do, probably. MHA is a pretty big world that's just not super utilized. I am going to make no attempt, by the way, to make these images fit. So if they're just really big and funny, they're really big and funny. If they're really small and funny, they're also really small and funny. Let me see if I can still find my folder that I have. Chill. As well. What do you think? MHA become unsalvageable? Final War, probably. Like, Villain Hunt was bad. Star and Stripes was pretty bad. Traitor was really bad. But, like, Final War is where it all really went to shit, I think. Too bad, Bubba already picked the random panel, so... Are you gonna make a new tier list with the characters at some point? Yeah, I want to do it when it ends. Or when it's about to end, at least. If there is any fucking MHA content on this channel, like in terms of a video, that's what it'll be. It'll be me rating stuff on tier lists. Fuck, man. Sarah S tier? I mean, yeah. Edgeworm or Sero? Sero? What do you mean? Sero's gas. Everyone's gonna be an F tier. I mean... That is correct, Mac. I'm trying to find the folder I have. Because I know I have it somewhere. That I made for this tier list. Don't forget Aoyama versus the GOAT. I got bad news, I already forgot it, so. Fuck it, I know where to put it. Whose memories are these? Mine. Save this. Save that. What do you think will happen to Toya and Toga? Toga will be alive. Toya, I don't know honestly, and I don't really know what I expect. Forgot Mina got a fight, and I will be continuing to forget. So, not in the retrospective though. That will be in the retrospective. Don't you worry about that. Where is this one? Here it is. I still can't believe Iron Mine happened, guys. Isn't that fucking insane? What a sad day. Bakugo versus All for One. Pog! Alright. I already know I'm missing a couple, as chat has astutely pointed out. But, we will keep pushing regardless. What the fuck? Didn't like Iron Mine, not gonna lie. That's okay. Most people in this chat did not like Iron Mine. How many pages is the retrospective now? I have it open right now. Let me look. It is currently 30 pages. 30 pages, so it's already over an hour, for sure. And I haven't talked about, Spinner versus Shoji yet. I haven't talked about the Gigantomachia stuff. I haven't talked about Ochako versus Toga. I haven't talked about Iron Might. I haven't talked about Bakugo versus All for One. I have not talked about Deku versus Shigaraki. Still the upcoming Aizawa and Kurogiri stuff, and then the epilogue. Todoroki stuff, I'm in the process of covering that now. You'll be okay, you still got a few months to go. Yeah. I want the script to be drafted by the time MHA is like about to end, and then I want to hand it to the retrospective guys. I want them to pick at stuff, I want them to add stuff. And then I want it to be recorded still before MHA ends. Or not, I want it to be recorded, like right as MHA ends, so that I can start editing it like immediately. I remember, well, I could probably record obviously everything but the final war before that, but what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I used to have the goal of getting it out on the day MHA ends. That's just not possible. I would have to like, I would have to work fucking overtime. To like edit and add everything that happens in the last day. It's probably not gonna work out. Anyway. It's been a while since we've been here. This tier list. The manga panel ones are hard to make out, and there's nothing I can do about that, but whatever. What music is this? This is Crypt of the Necrodancer OST. I was gonna read JJK today as well, but I've already been going for a while, so I probably won't. Sorry, chat. Why am I getting added in Discord? Oh, it's over a bet? Oh, it's about diamond memberships? Oh, sick. Oh, Bartel has to do it? Come on, man. Is this a fights tier list? Yes. Alright. Deku versus Bakugo from the Battle Trial arc. It's fine. With hindsight, mid for sure. Because their relationship sucks. The Uraraka versus Toga placement is literally what made me join the server. I better not see that shit in A tier. How do we tell him? All Might versus Nomu. Not gonna lie, probably like the most overrated fight in My Hero Academia. It's fine. It looked good, so people went crazy. Sorry, the most overrated fight is Deku versus Bakugo 2. The Giguk fight, yeah. The pretty colors are tricking you. It's good art? Okay, well if we put good art, if we went good art, everything would be S tier, right? Deku versus Shinso. I have always at least moderately enjoyed this fight. I think it's fine. Cool stuff. Like I think Shinso was kind of one of our first windows into quirk discrimination stuff. It was cool. Fight itself, not very exciting. It did also introduce our first look into the quirk vestige magic, which is a little scary. But I imagine Hori did not have it expanding as far as it did in his mind back then. Ochaku versus Bakugo. Solid fight, too. I mean, mostly for Ochaku. This fight, however, did ruin a generation. So we must keep that in our calculations. Didn't Hori said he wanted to write some things after the war instead of wrapping it up immediately? If he did, I haven't heard of that. Go C tier for generational poisoning. How did it ruin? Because it made people only think about this fight when they think about Ochako's character ever. Ochako peak tier, yeah. How are we categorizing these? How much I like them. Did you guys read the chapters? Yeah, we did. I mean, Deku versus Todoroki. Deku versus Todoroki saved a generation. If we're being honest. This saved people around the world. Because it was fucking gas. Incredible character work for both, honestly. One of Horikoshi's few fairly interesting fights. Yeah, put the show on the map. Fight was fucking legendary, man. This cured my mother's cancer. I do like... So, Bakugo versus Shoto, I do like this fight, I think more than other people do. Because I really, really, really like the character choice of not having Shoto solved instantly, and he still can't, like, bring himself to use the fire. Obviously not a super interesting fight, and Bakugo kind of sucks, but, like... I liked it. This one is C tier for poisoning? Oh my god. Is the Stain fight S tier or A tier, chat? Let me think. It did have a little bit of generational poisoning. I'm thinking A tier as well, yeah. I think I agree with chat. I did like this fight very much, though. AT for poisoning the well. We will never recover from staying as MHA's best antagonist, unfortunately, but as a nation, we will try and get past it. Damn, MHA used to be good. The first Ochako versus Toka along with Frog, kinda mid. Very mediocre and slow fight. Honestly, not the best introduction to these characters either. Like, I feel like this could have been done in like a way better way. Way better way. Future context? Yeah, well, how good the plotline becomes makes it kind of hurt even more. How kind of mediocre the introduction of the plotline is. This next one I'm not going to be swayed on. Deku versus Muscular also changed lives. Also paid Hori's bills. Just fucking spectacular. There's not much in the way of character in this fight. There's a little bit. Mostly just fucking insanely hype. I still like Deku vs. Todoroki more. Although I will say that this fight did indeed have me jumping up and down in my chair. Just realized all of Effie was skipped on my actual filler arc. I didn't feel like adding all that shit when I made this list, I'm pretty sure. I just wanted to add the fights that actually mattered. All Might versus All For One. Oh, no. So, talk to me a year ago, and I have a different answer for you. Talk to me a year ago, and this is S tier. What a fucking tragedy. You forgot about the movie fights? Did I forget, or did I intentionally not include them? Let us consider. Yes, the entire point of the fight got fucked over. This still just was an absurd fight. This still, like, for its time, of course, was incredible. So much motion. But yeah, this fight's not all that anymore. This fight's still down in the B tier with Deku versus Shinso. Iron Might shot my fucking dog. Buckshot. Horikoshi riding Iron Might, one day he woke up, he was like, I want this guy dead, clean shot. And that's what happened to All Might. Oh. Deku versus Bakugo 2, baby. It's ass. Not good. At this point, yeah, definitely the worst fight in the series. Doesn't actually do anything for Deku. Purely a fight for Bakugo. If any of you are unfamiliar with my take on Deku versus Bakugo 2, watch part 1 of the retrospective. I go in depth on it there. I believe. And this is part 2, never mind, this is PLE, sorry, part 2. Put it in F? No. There are way worse fights in the series at this point. The summary of my take is that Deku and Bakugo is a recurring trend of Deku being blamed for Bakugo's wrongdoing. So then they have this second fight which could have been good, but it's all about Bakugo trauma dumping on his abuse victim. And then again, it's supposed to be like, we're supposed to believe that it's shipped for like both of them, but it's not. The dynamic was never Deku's fault. He's literally just a little boy. He's just a little guy. He's never done anything wrong. And then beating the shit out of him, yeah. Sun Eater versus the Three Stooges? It's whatever. I don't really care about it that much. So have you considered the animation slapped? I did. This fight is kind of, it's like really, it's not that good. It's not bad though, it's just whatever. Imagine if instead of seeing this fight, we got to see like, Ochako do something. That'd be cool. Now the real question. Is Kirishima versus Rappa high C or low B? Are the fights ordered? Yeah, I always order my tiers unless I say otherwise. I would say this is low B. It's fine. I really don't dislike it. It's not that good though. Better than the Shenso fight? Yeah, I'll agree with that. It's okay. I had fun with it. Cool Kirishima character work. It's a shame that he would then die off screen. I would not rate it above Toga versus Ochako. You would rate nothing above Toga versus Ochako, so that's just like, that's like telling me that the grass is green outside. I'm aware. Mirio versus Overhaul. Let me think. Should I weigh the fact that Mirio ruined 2 generations into my equation here? Because I do think Mirio versus Overhaul is a good fight. It's a good fight. I mean, it's good, I like it. Mirio sucks. Like, when you look back on this and you know, it might be pushing A, but then you remember that Mirio stops being a character, so. AM versus AFO parallels. True, true. I agree with your statement. Man, Hori's sidecast is so good. Infinite 100%. I like Infinite 100%. I think I would put it here. But now Rewind is just like a fucking... it doesn't make any fucking sense. So I don't know. Maybe it's here now? Like, Rewind just works completely opposite to what it used to. So I'm not sure. I'd keep it A? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't think it's ruined that badly. It's just that Future Rewind is ass. How does it work? So in Infinite 100%, Deku utilizes Rewind by breaking his body so he doesn't get rewound into nothing. However, when AFO is rewinding, he does the opposite. When he takes damage, he rewinds faster for some reason. How did Deku fly in that fight? Breaking his bones. Deku versus Gentle? I mean, yeah, it's still pretty good. Honestly, yeah. Deku versus Gentle is a great fight, man. Not only is it great from a character perspective, it's one of Hori's few W's in terms of choreography. And also, I don't mind the anime version that much. I know some people don't like it, but I mean, I am MHA Culture Festival's strongest warrior. Culture Festival slaps. Deku slapped. Gentle slaps. This fight's great. I think most people like the festival arc. Does he know? Endeavor versus Hood. I'd probably put this here, and now let me think about the future. So this is what really kicked off. This is what really kicked off Endeavor's Atonement arc, right? And most of it's good, but now we know that some of it at the end is kind of ass. So it feels like the fruits of this were kind of hit a little bit. Like, I can't help but think about Endeavor versus Nomu now and think like, hey, no one gives a shit about you killing your kids, actually. Everyone decided actually that was kind of chill. People heard you beat your kids, and they were like, oh, I didn't know he was chill like that. I must apologize, I wasn't familiar with your game. Shigaraki versus Verdestro. I loved MVA. We used to be a proper country. Verdestro proceeded to never exist again. This arc felt like it basically never mattered again. Why no twice fight? I don't know, ask the me from over a year ago. Don't let what happened later affect it in the moment. Stories don't exist in a vacuum. Huh? I'll wait for her to say something, I guess. future context just hurts it way too much. I don't know. Like, this can change, because Shigaraki's not done yet. Anime version is ass, yes. Is the YouTube bar like... There we go. Wait, did it just skip the gift? Hello? Okay, well. Bartol gifted 1 membership to Mobu Mobu. Would it be S if it was just the context in Act 2? Yes. What fight is that at the bottom? This one? This is the Todoroki family fight thing. The twice MVA moment in high A or S? It's probably still S. Yeah. Alright. I believe this is... Ending. This is the trio versus ending. It's fine. I like it. I think it's cool. That's Toga versus Curious? Is it? It's so small. Toga versus Curious is good then. Yeah, I like it. It's the one still frame. Do I like it more than this one? Maybe. Yeah, probably. Probably like it more than Stain too. Yeah, it's probably right there. Is this ending? Oh my god, dude. These images are so fucking small. If this is ending, then we're going back here. Yeah, it's like, I like the ending fight. I thought it was fun. I'd probably put it higher if the Endeavor stuff mattered more, but I think for the characters involved, it was cool. Mirko versus Nomu, perhaps. One of also the most overrated fights in the history of the world, right next to All Might versus Nomu. Why would it be F? It's not bad, it's just whatever. Fine fight. Absolutely nothing special. Gonna be responsible and head to sleep due to the upcoming 4-hour exam tomorrow? Jesus, alright. Good night, man. Twice versus Hawks. This fight is kind of in a very precarious position. So when this fight came out, probably one of, if not the best. As time went on, it kind of slid down as Twice went longer and longer without being mentioned. Hawks is terrible, by the way. So that he kept tanking, but there's a little bit of relevance. There's a little bit of relevance now. It really all depends on the follow-up with Toga, I think, is a big part. The fact that he didn't even save Toga also sucked. Like, give him something. Like, holy shit. The first thing he says when he sees Twice again is kill him right now. Like, this fight mostly sucks for Hawks. This fight is kind of ass for Hawks alone. We're gonna keep it there. Twice's death really didn't feel like it mattered too much. Hawks never really felt like he reflected on it, but in the moment it was very, 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 very good. My hottest season 6 take apparently is that I think that the adaptation for this was not very good. I really feel like it deserved way more. It's not even still like it's not like a super intense fight. It's that's just the direction of it is so boring. Toga vs. Ochako 2 is on there? Oh yeah, I probably forgot. It's probably A. I don't know. That's just like immediately me thinking about it. Is this just 1v1 fights? As you can see, this is not a 1v1. Oh, this is not a 1v1. This is not a 1v1. This is not a 1v1. So no. This is not a 1v1. 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 Deku vs. Shigaraki. Edition 1. Ask me when it was happening? Holy fuck. Holy shit. Wow, POW got minced, huh? And then everything about Deku didn't matter. So... let me think. Oh yeah, the anime was also terrible. I mean, I try not to think too hard about this being animated, because... then we'll get into some real fucked up territory. Oh yeah, and then the body jacking happened. Yeah. Yeah, it's still better than this. This was also when I got like really into My Hero Academia in the online space. I had a lot of fucking fun with this fight. It was awesome. But yeah, it sucks now. It doesn't suck, it's just mid. Deku versus Nagant. I do think Deku versus Nagant is good. A little underwhelming. Nagant got fridged. And then her return... I'll be honest, man. I think her return sucks. I really don't like her return. Anyway. Another gifted from a Bartol. Is Bartol getting washed? Metroid doing you good, apparently. What is happening, man? He's getting washed in Metroid. Deku versus Class A. Let me think about this. So Deku versus Class A is largely about... oh shit, Admiral Akbar. Welcome to gold. Thank you, man. Every time he dies as this Metroid boss, he gives a membership? Can he afford that? There are aspects of Deku versus Class A that I enjoy. Oh, the apology happens in this one. That sucks. There's parts I like about it, I think. I think it'd probably go like here. It's just that Villain Hunt isn't very good. It could be higher, but like, it happened too soon. There are many scenes in it I don't like. And a lot of this just doesn't really matter that much. Like, I feel like the fight could have been a preamble for Deku addressing his actual issues. This could have been like one addressal of like the burden that he bears. But then it doesn't do it all. You forgot Deku versus Muscular rematch? I forgot Deku versus Muscular rematch over a year ago, so I don't know what to tell you. You guys didn't say anything about it then. Shigaraki versus Stars and Stripes! I mean, you guys know where this is going. You guys, like, I don't know. This one is not a secret. I hate this fight. I hate this arc. I hate this character. Instantaneous F. Wow, Act 3 is not very good, huh? Bottom 3 MHA character, I'm afraid. True, I'm actually very excited to redo my character tier list before this series ends. I'm very excited. Oh my god, Bartol. I'm actually concerned for you. What tier of membership? Oh, they're gold. Okay, that's a little bit better, but that's frightening. Act 3 is good, but it fell off. It had to be on to fall off. It had to be on the bicycle to collapse. As somebody who just reread the first Dabi vs. Shoto and also wrote it in the retrospective, I like this fight. I think this fight is good. There are aspects of it I like quite a bit. Not my favorite fight in My Hero Academia, but it's fun. I enjoy it. Better than the Endeavor fight. We'll get to it. Shoto acknowledges Dabi's pain without justifying him. Yeah, it's cool. I like it. Dude, I can't wait for the retrospective to come out. This is, for those that can't tell, this is Spinner versus Shoji. Yeah. This will probably maintain its position as the worst fight in the series purely because of the real-life harm it can actually cause. Genuinely horrendous. That's Asbro, shut up. Gotta go. Goodbye, Caper. I love you, Caper. What about Baku versus Shigeifo? We'll get there, don't worry. I have made an extensive video about why this fight is terrible if you guys haven't seen it. It's called How MHA Fumbled Its Most Anticipated Arc or something like that. It's great. If Stars and Stripe was a good character, how high would it be? Maybe slightly higher, but that might make it worse that she immediately jobbed and then did nothing. It's like the you-know-who from JJK fight, who was like, she was actually interesting, and then she died, so it's a little bit better than SNS, but still it's pretty bad. Yeah, Mask Girl, yeah. Try not to say her name in case people get spoiled. Endeavor versus, I guess, like, a bunch of people versus All for One. So, I do kind of like some of the Endeavor stuff here. This fight is fucking horrendous besides that, though. It's maybe better than Star and Stripe. I don't remember it super exactly. I wrote about it in the perspective a while ago, so it's kind of a little bit. If this encompasses like all of the All for One stuff before he like gets to Shigaraki, then this is down here for sure. And the Endeavor stuff was solid though. Like I'll break it down into segments. Pre-rewind, this is probably like here, maybe. Post-rewind, it's like down here. And then, yeah, it's like somewhere in here. Unreadable without Endeavor, yeah, basically. I think I made this tier list before we had, like, all of the All for One stuff out of the way. So, like... That's why there's only one section for him. The rest of these were just added today. I just threw them on, so. This is everyone versus Shigaraki. This fight's pretty bad. There are maybe minute aspects of it that are enjoyable, but it's pretty shit. I have an entire video talking about why the Bakugo stuff is horrendous. I don't like most of the Shigaraki content that is in this fight. The revival is very bad. Protecting the next generation theme is terrible in this. Mirio twerked, yeah, it's Mirko got maimed even more. The finger growing state, it's not good. It's not a good fight. Not a good fight. Tamaki's build up for the slap on the wrist. Oh my god, I forgot about that, yeah. Nejire thinking she's on the team, never getting the chance to do anything. The bubble. The bubble's gas. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm sure chat has no idea where Iron Might's going, you know? Anyone in chat want to guess where Iron Might's going? I don't know if anybody can figure it out, dude. Obviously S tier. FS? You guys guessed it. Best fight in the series, sorry. It's fucking dog shit. G tier. If I were Horikoshi's editor and Iron Might, the drafts for Iron Might was slapped on my desk, I would have looked him in the eyes and been like, "Are you trolling? Are you fucking with me? Ruined All Might in half the series." Basically, yes. This fight really fucking sucks. Spinner versus Shoji is only worse because it's like actually, like I said, it's real life bad. Horrible, like neoliberal view of racism. Neoliberal might even be too generous. Bakugo versus All for One. Oh my god, guys, we stan him. He's so gas, guys. He's so cool. It's pretty bad. Bakugo versus All for One feels like the most shoehorned fight in existence. No dynamic, no relationship, no sauce. Yeah, he looked like that guy. Their relationship was that Bakugo kind of looked like that guy. It also, the Bakugo versus All for One also had the grand reveal that Edgeshot sacrificing himself to save him did literally nothing. And it wouldn't have worked. Like, it actually just didn't work. The only reason why it worked is because Bakugo just so happened to have a bead of sweat that went into his heart that just so happened to ignite in his heart to start his heart. Wow, MHA used to be special, huh? Okay, yeah, F tier. I'm glad I convinced you. Actually, move it to D because Ed Shot Living as the Toga Living Corporation? No. The sweat of liberation. Deku versus Shigaraki. I don't entirely hate it. I don't 100% hate it, still. I think there are aspects that are okay. And it's also not finished, so like, maybe something about it will cook. I don't think it's C tier because the vestiges alone make it so ass. The vestiges taking over Deku's life is so terrible. Most is also off screen, yeah. How bad is MHA if Deku loses OFA? Pretty bad. It's probably the worst ending. I think the only, like, side tangent for Deku losing OFA I, like, might entertain is him keeping, like, Black Whip or something. In this fight, Bubba, I'm including, like, as far back as Deku arriving. So, yeah. Deku arriving and then immediately regressing, and then having to be talked out of regressing by the Ass Shaker. Ass Shaker 9000. That's the issue with ranking some of these fights, is that some of them are so absurdly long, because there's like 18 POV swaps between. Does this include the new stuff? Yeah. Your thoughts on if Deku dies? Probably the only thing worse than him losing his quirk. Chat, can we make an indeterminate category? To be to like TBA, TBD? Is Stars and Stripes F tier? Yes. Because Ochako versus Toge is either very, very good or very, very bad. And it all depends on like one moment that hasn't happened. So let's add a row below. To be determined. And then we'll slap this one in there. What about Dad for one? I think that ship is sailed. If we do that, put Shiggy versus Deku in it. But there's already a lot of things I don't like about Deku versus Shiggy. Whereas the thing that would break this fight is technically like in a limbo. You know what I mean? MHA theory tier list? I have done that in the past. It's kind of hard because there's no theories anymore. Because it's kind of over. Alright, to appease chat, we'll put Deku vs Shigaraki in TBD. Where I think it is currently is D, though. If Toga is alive, Toga vs Ochako is probably S. If she's dead, it's probably bottom F. Worse than racism? Maybe. Or, like, equally as bad. Because it's just telling, like, hey, why reform people? There's reformation and death, right? That's cringe. My future's on the line. Dabi versus Toto Fam. There's things I like about this fight. It's kind of an underwhelming conclusion. I don't hate it though. I feel like it's B. I feel like if Shoto versus Dabi is A, this is probably B. I'm not actually putting it bottom B, I'm just putting it in B now. Toga's arc is a thematic nightmare of bad ideas. No, it's not. Maybe? I don't hate the quirk awakening as much as many people do. I think it's okay. I think the most egregious part of the quirk awakening is that it just kind of happens and then it ends. Like the fight's just over. I don't know, it's a little strange, but... Dabi kind of being turned into a mindless zombie and the tail end of it sucks. Yeah, kinda. I hope that's what the epilogue is for, though. What's Deku's worst quirk? Gear shift or Fajin? She personally offends me as a mentally ill person that one representing people like me is the murderous sex pest. This is like a very cynical way to view Toga. And I also don't know why you would single out Toga instead of the entire villain squad then. Because they're all mentally ill, murderous people. Also, what, sex pest? What are you talking about? Do you think the story says that Dabi was born evil? No. That's a terrible take. I don't like the rest of the LV either? Well, how come you're singling out Toga then? How come you didn't say I don't like any of the LV characters? It's just very strange to view them as mentally ill, like, murderers. I mean, it's true, but, like, they're not murdering people because they're mentally ill. They're mentally ill, and society doesn't have any mechanisms to support them. And sociology, the entire field of study, proves what happens to people when they don't have social safety nets or mechanisms to help them. Is they turn to crime. And yes, a lot of criminals are mentally ill. Not because mentally ill equals criminal, but because mentally ill people are failed regularly. Why do you hate Gear Shift? I think any quirk that is made to be a band-aid for Deku's lack of power progression is really boring. Do you think the final fight is suffering from Shigaraki being too OP? No, I think they're about equally OP. I think it's suffering from a lot of things. It does feel strange that Deku is still at like 45% baseline. That's a little weird. Make a video about disability representation? I don't know if I have the dog for that though, unfortunately. Not only am I not disabled, allegedly, I also don't have many disabilities to, like, I don't know many people who struggle with disabilities to, like, extrapolate from. What's stronger, Infinite 100 or 120% gear shift in terms of story? 120% gear shift. Where would you place Deku in your character tier list right now? Bottom C or D. I just wish the villains were written better. I just don't feel like they were introduced with reformation in mind. That's the entire point of the story, though. I don't know how you can come across... I don't know how you can come out of MHA with that take. Because the entire point of this final arc is reformation. Like, the entire final conflict is built around the prospect of Deku wanting to save what, like, went wrong. Not necessarily save these people because they've done bad things. They have done bad things. And obviously, there needs to be a punishment for doing bad things. But you can't adjust, or you can't address the symptoms and not the cause. I just think it sucks. Well, I mean, you keep saying you think it sucks, but you don't extrapolate, so I don't know what I'm supposed to argue with. Because first it was, I don't like how they're all mentally ill murderers. And I bring up about how that's a really reductive and kind of lame way to approach it. And then the goalpost is shifted to, oh, well, MHA's social commentary sucks. Because they weren't introduced with Reformation in mind, but that's just not correct. That's what Culture Festival was about, the arc that everyone skipped in the anime, because it was boring, I guess. Like, I think MHA has a lot of fumblings with its social commentary, especially as of late, but, like, I would say this is the part that it's been most consistent on. The other villains, though, not great besides Dabi. Well, you still haven't extrapolated on why. Like, I'm curious why. Because right now we're batting 0 for 2. This tier list is just depressing. Yeah, it's... You can tell when it fell off because all of this is are uncolored manga panels. There's a scoreboard? You're dodging it again. You can just respond to something I say, you know? It's fine. Like... Isn't the whole show narrated when he becomes the #1 hero? How it ending is there not a time skip happening? I don't understand the question. Fuck. See, so many people online are convinced that I'm just a random MHA hater, man. They haven't seen hashtag real struggle. How is MHA ending? Basic with the first line in mind? Oh, I got no fucking clue. Is Dabi really great? Yeah, he's pretty good. Is there gonna be a time skip in the MHA universe? I mean, probably. I'm not super ecstatic about it, but yeah. I'm sure the epilogue will have one. How big that is, I don't know. Who has written better so far, Dabi or Toga? Toga, probably. If she lives anyway. Why would they kill off All Might? Because killing All Might is a bad decision. Have we seen the second year class in MHA? Yes, once. Ever. Is Shigaraki a bad character in your eyes now? No, not bad. Just not as good as he could have been. My thing with Toga is that she's the only one whose mental illness is kind of the reason why she hurts others. Why? Like, I don't understand how you've come to this conclusion. Like I've already said, it's not... They're not going out and killing people, oh, because I'm mentally ill, so I have to kill people. They're mentally ill. Society didn't have the systems available to help them. And this is how society works. Like I said again, sociology is an entire school of thought dedicated to this. If society fails you, then oftentimes there are only a couple of options left, and that's how a lot of criminals are made. It's because they have nowhere else to go. So for Toga, where your quirk is seen as taboo, and you're like regularly impugned not only by your peers, which is pretty bad, by your parents who call you a monster, you're probably you're probably not gonna, I don't know, you're not gonna be, I don't know what you expect. Like, I wanna juxtapose how kind of crazy this sounds to me, because like, it's as if I made an MHA criticism video and I was like, well, I don't like how it depicts mostly poor people as these criminals, which I feel like is like greatly missing the point. Right? It's not that, oh, these poor people are just all criminals. It's more so that these people are poor, there's no social safety nets to catch them, so they resort to crime because it's the only option they have. It feels like you're intentionally stripping the nuance from the situation because you don't like it. If you don't like it, that's fine. Like, sure, her parents sucked, but her being covered in blood after trying to help her friend implies that either her friend got really hurt and she just licked it. See, you kind of just gloss over it. Like, sure, her parents sucked, but blah, 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 blah. Like, that's a really, 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 really reductive way to view Toga. I get the point, I just think it's not communicated well. I think it's extremely well communicated. I don't know if you've read My Villain Academia, but that's kind of the point of that. Her parents are written as evil caricatures, so I kind of don't care for them. That's not the point. The point is that, like, in your excitedness to impugn Toga, you kind of just, like, gloss over everything and just go, yeah, her parents suck, but why did she do this and that and this and that? It's like I said, if you starve a child and when they kill someone they finally get food, they're gonna continue to do so as they can live. Yeah. Like, I would say this is one of few remaining well-communicated points of My Hero Academia. That, yeah, it's pretty explicit. How do you think the series is doing at this time? Mediocre. To bad. The past few chapters have been okay. Do you think it will get better? Maybe? Maybe like marginally? I don't know. I think the fact that I don't care a single bit about MHA's villains is getting to me. I mean, you can care, like, you can not care about their villain, but that's not, like, the goalpost has been moved again. It's not that you don't care about the villains, it's that you said that they're, like, you implied that they're actively problematic because you don't like the fact that mental ill people kill people. Like, I don't which I feel like is a much more, like, descriptive statement than just, oh, I don't care about the villains. Like, those are two vastly different statements to me. And it's not like the heroes don't have mental illness either, man. Like, what the hell? Like, look at All Might. That dude does not give a shit about himself at all. Look at Deku. That dude does not give a shit about himself at all. They are problematic, and I don't care for them. Both are true. I think calling the MHA villains problematic is, like, actually a very crazy thing to say. And I don't really think you think they're problematic considering you can't defend it at all. Like... problematic things have, like, actual arguments to them, whereas you say they're problematic, and then when pushed on it, you're just like, yeah, I just don't like it. And it's okay. Well, that's not problematic. The villains are frankly the least problematic parts of this entire story? Yeah, probably. Although I had to think about it more maybe, but... all I will say is that the villains are not the... I mean, they do bad shit, but like... it really depends on if Hori expects... I mean, obviously, because... Hori's like probably like maybe a Japanese liberal, so he's gonna talk about how... the monopolization of power by heroes is cool or something, I don't know. Do you still think Shigaraki is a great antagonist? He's good. Probably. It's like grasping at things to criticize just because bro saw a chat that largely dislikes the current state of the series. He was not informed that we loved MVA and Glaze before the current arc. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's even apparent right now. Yeah, I agree. Magne was a bad case of barrier gaze. Very unfortunate. Nagant was literally a former hero and was stressed out for having to do dirty assassination tasks. There's mental issues with characters that aren't exclusive to the villains. I mean, yeah. A lot of Deku's character arc, or at least so we thought, it was going to be about his mental health issues, but... I wish I could explain things better. I'm sorry for wasting your time. I mean, look. I think it's fine if you don't like the MHA villains. I don't think that's a big deal. But I think if you want to call them problematic, you should probably do a better job on formulating why you think that. Because the concept of, oh, well, they're mentally ill and they kill people, that's very, very, very surface level. And also just like a weird thing to say. And I'm not gonna psychoanalyze you, so like I don't know if you are doing this, but like you shouldn't have to feel a need to reach into like a bag of rhetoric to determine why you don't like something. If you don't like something, you don't like something, and that's where it can end. That's fine. Because from the arguments you gave, as it reads to me, it feels like you're like very hastily trying to articulate why you don't like something, but you don't actually know why you don't like something. Also, someone in my YouTube comments just commented that pretty sure our dip into the gray was Endeavor, not Hawks. So, YouTube comments are once again not doing it. Okay, well, non-canon central, when you can articulate why you think Toga's story is problematic, I will be here. Probably. Because I frankly have absolutely no idea why you would think that. And the arguments provided have not convinced me whatsoever. The Hawks revisionism needs to be studied. Damn, did Bartol beat that boss? I need more gifted. Maybe with those gifts, wait, with those gifts we might have enough to add another emote. Hang on. Holy shit, chat, we can add one more. I need 24 more members for another emote. Are you fucking crazy? Jesus Christ. Opinions on Chainsaw Man Part 2? It's fine. I don't hate it like a lot of people do. It's slow, sometimes not super interesting, but it's fine. Should I add Kagu Ryan? To celebrate my Kagurabachi DMCA? Let's add it. Save and publish. I don't know how long this takes, but... If you refresh, does it work? I don't think it's that serious. They can feel Toga's story as problematic without being able to properly articulate it right now. I think you can make the case that it feels like the one potentially bi character is depicted as deviant. What do you mean by deviant? Also, that would be like an entirely separate argument than what they were making. When's the next Shonen and Chill coming? I don't know. We recorded it on Thursday, but that's up to Zen. When it's recorded, I have absolutely no idea what comes next. That's up to him. Holy shit, Kaguran is in. It's actually crazy. Next show in the show, you will be in the top 3, I sure fucking hope. I don't know, I haven't read the chapter yet, so I couldn't tell you. You're just gonna have to bite the bullet and teach the internet how to properly debate. I mean, I don't know how to teach people how to do it. I've just done it for so long. It's because I'm an old fuck. What's your favorite story that has ended? Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul? Either one. Like, I feel like how they portray Toga's sexuality is regressive, but yes, that is a separate issue than her mental illness, other than the fact that they portray the one LGBT character as mentally ill and problematic. Um, I don't think the one LGBT character being mentally ill is an issue. Um, I think I could definitely understand the argument that they find it weird that the one LGBT character is a villain. I don't think it's super big deal. I think you can make a stronger argument that like sometimes Hori made Toga bi just so he could draw all the art. with Ochako, you know what I'm talking about? Like that one volume thing with like her and Ochako strangely close to each other. It's like how I talked about it in the JJK video, how sometimes it can feel like it's purely for the male gaze rather than like, oh, she's just bi. There's one of the pussycats is trans. That's true. That's true. It's fair. You're allowed to have villainous people be LGBT. Yeah. There are also, however, a couple of kind of analogous statements in Toga's arc that are like about suppression, and that kind of fits with her being bi as well. Like, there could probably be a whole video on like anime representation or like MJ representation and stuff. But the fact that the like one of the few gay characters also has an entire arc about suppressing her feelings feels kind of on the nose. But I also I do kind of get the fact that it would make people feel kind of weird that two of the gay characters of very few are villains. But I also feel like you can make an argument pretty easily that the reason they're villains is for a similar reason to the mental illness thing, is that they've been failed. And they don't really feel like they have a place to go. Thoughts on Record of Ragnarok? Never peeped. Heard the anime sucks. One of the pussycats is trans, yes. Tiger is trans. Still alive? Yeah, we're going wild tonight, I guess. The fact that I still have 76 of you fuckers here is crazy. We'll probably wrap it up soon, though. I got a bunch of shit I need to do. I'll be honest, I'm coming from the perspective that I dislike the representation of LGBT people in shonen. No, that's fair. Yeah, of course. I think you'll be hard-pressed to find people here that defend a lot of representation in shonen. It's usually not very good. Yeah, can you imagine if that Mineta thing wasn't actually like a weird translation? If that was like actually the intention to like make Mineta bi, and you make very few of your bi characters, one of them is just a sexual predator. Thoughts on Hunter x Hunter? I read 13 chapters of it. I liked it, but I haven't gone back to it, so I don't know. Bi Mineta was pushing Dobby dance numbers, dude. That's, yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Bi Mineta would actually be like a really bad thing. Like, it'd be a really, really bad thing. Bayonetta dropped on my birthday. Oh yeah, I remember that. Hunter x Hunter read-through on stream would feed families. Bayonetta is bi in Japanese? No, in English. He has like some weird wording that makes him sound like he's like attracted to Deku, but it's not what it was supposed to be. You seen Tokyo Ghoul? Not seen, but I read it. You still streaming? I like how everyone is so surprised when I stream for longer than like an hour and a half. They're like, holy fuck, this guy's still going? Jesus Christ. Can I use some of your words from that discussion about the villains from just now in a thread I'm making? Yeah, go for it. Make sure you tag me at the end, so I can have a big smile on my face when I see it. Do you like it? Yeah, I like Tokyo Ghoul. I read Tokyo Ghoul, when I didn't really understand how my brain works, so I read it all in like a couple of sittings, so I didn't retain much, but I liked it while I was reading it. It's one of those things I need to go, I need pills. Are you caught up on Jujutsu Kaisen? Yes. Well, I haven't read this week's chapter yet, so. His favorite character is Kashimo? Shut up, dude. The anime could take the story in a different direction? I would not count on it. You should read Dune on stream? No. Do you like anime openings? I mean, yeah. They're good sometimes. Your channel is dope. There's not enough openly leftist anime YouTubers. Yeah, that was kind of one of my goals. I feel like there's not a lot of spaces for, like, lefties, so. Do you think Gozo's absence was well made? No, I don't. Who's my favorite character in JJK? Yuta or Yuji, probably. Some of my favorite anime openings. That's a hard one. Even though I'm not a big fan of Oshinoko, I think its opening slaps hard as fuck. Any big anime coming out soon you're interested in? This funny little thing called ReZero Season 3. I like the Mob Psycho openings. They go hard. I really like Cyberpunk Edge Runner's opening too. They said soon? Shut up, Olivia. Oshinoko was pretty good if you don't account for the incest, so yeah, it's not that good anymore. What's your current favorite airing publishing anime manga? So, if you count novels, obviously it's going to be ReZero is my favorite. If we're only counting manga, it's probably going to be stuff like Kagurabachi, Undead Unluck, Sakamoto Days for like the pure meathead stuff. It just wrapped up, but Freerun was really good. Really liked Freerun. Undead Unluck opening 1 is so good. It's so good. Opening 2 is really mediocre. How much did you watch of the Attack on Titan anime? I watched season 3 and then I read the rest. Favorite meathead fiction? Yeah, it's probably gonna be Sakamoto Days. Well, Villain is not airing, so I didn't answer that one. Doesn't Freerun have 2 more episodes? No, it's done, isn't it? Elf is dying? What's her issue? There's 2 more episodes for Freerun? The fuck? Oh, there are. Wow. Have you seen Black Clover? I read the first 40 chapters of Black Clover, and I didn't like it very much, so... I'll be honest, guys, I haven't watched Freerun since episode 11. I like it, I just... I watch everything with my my girlfriend, but we haven't watched anime in a while, so... Since I read Weekly Shonen Jump for Shonen and Chill, my current ratings for manga are as follows. Number 1 is Kagurabachi. Number 2 is Undead Unluck. Number 3 is Saka Doodoo Days. Blue Box. Kill Blue. Yozakura Family. I used to like Yozakura Family a lot more, but the time skip is really bad. I like 2 on Ice. It's fun. Akane Banashi, JJK, Mama Yu Yu, and then MHA at the bottom. You know, I still have that time skip slander idea sitting in my back pocket for if I ever if I ever get into it. Thoughts on Attack on Titan? I also read Attack on Titan in one sitting back before I knew how my brain worked, so I retained none of it. Chainsaw Man? Oh yeah, I forgot that's... I still have that marked as completed. It's good. Have you seen Bleach? No. Every time anyone shits on a time skip, Bubba is able to endure his fucked ass better than a week. What? Have you seen Yu Yu Hakusho? No. One of the springs broke through near my upper chest. It's aiming for my heart? What the fuck, Bubba? And yeah, I did talk about Toriyama. You know what manga I started, and then I got about halfway through, and then I haven't, like... I just never went back and finished, is Bakuman. The manga about making a manga. I gotta say, Bakuman... not very fond of women in that manga. I think you're the only YouTuber with a valid opinion on Mushoku Tensei. Many people are saying this. Many people are saying this. Bubba, you should get a new bed. Bakuman is fun. It's just like one of those those really old manga, you know, where you see like one of those elements in it where you're just like, ooh, Jesus. Have you shit talked Seven Deadly Sins? I haven't seen it. What's your Mushoku Tensei opinion again? That I think Rudy is very, very, very bad, and he drastically brings down the entire series. I mean, I have an entire video about it if you would like to watch it with adblock off. I wish... I want to read Bakuman, but Oba is really out here saying women don't deserve rights and always work. Yeah, it's a little excessive. Little crazy. I was enjoying Bakuman, though. If you can look between the misogyny, it's pretty good. It's enjoyable. Alright, Dip and love your stuff, bro. Alright, man. Peace out. Mushoku Tensei is my 3rd favorite anime. I'm sorry to hear that. Gege told me he binged Bakuman in one sitting. There's a lot of cool information about the manga industry to glean between Bakuman. Why read Bakuman when you can watch Bakugo? Okay. Might be time to end the stream now. If you guys haven't already, though, you should watch my videos. Pog? Yeah, Ozzy. So Hunter x Hunter I enjoyed. I don't know, man. I just don't feel like going back to it. I think I still have a doc on it, though. I do. I wrote down all my thoughts, which were quite a few. Witch Hat, I did enjoy Witch Hat, but I don't know. My brain is fucked, chat. That's the main issue. My brain is extremely fried. Thoughts on Kill la Kill? Never seen. One Piece? I said I would watch One Piece if... Or read One Piece, sorry. I said I would read One Piece if ReZero Season 3 releases in 2025. That was my bet. That was my gamble. And I'm sorry to the One Piece fans, but ReZero will come out in fall 2024, so like there's really nothing. It's over. Never read One Piece. Damn. That's tough. Thoughts on Mob Psycho? It's a great series. She's calling Michael Nightcore. I really hope I already dropped the whole Dad in the OP channel. It'll definitely be fall 2024, guys. It'll be alright. White Fox has never let me down. /J. But if I do read if I do the One Piece meme, I will go through and I'll make a video on every arc and so on and so forth. Those One Piece opening reaction vids gonna get you right for the next 4 months economically. Stop playing. I know, dude. Some of the One Piece fuckers were showing me how many views that shit gets. It's crazy, dude. When it comes out 2026, it's a reality that's not real. Excited for One Punch Man Season 3? Indifferent. I've never watched 2. Sorry. It's an unthinkable present true. Many such cases. Alright, chat. Unless we have anything else to talk about, it might be time to disperse. We must go flock to spread our My Hero Academia agenda every day. Do you have an interest in unironically reading One Piece? Maybe a little bit. What manga instantly hook you from chapter 1? Not many. Not a manga, but ReZero episode 1 got me. When will you stream next? Probably soon. I'm gonna try and stream a little bit more so that I can make segments, so I can like make videos out of it, you know what I mean? But we'll see. I think I like Yozakura Family up at chapter 1. That was good. Undead Unlock chapter 1 is definitely not one of them. Oh, you know what? I liked Mamo Yu Yu chapter 1, and then the rest of the series sucked. So, there you go. That'll get you. Fabricant 100 was really good. I liked Fabricant. I'm not a big Spy Family head, no, unfortunately. How old are Mama Yu Yu characters? Unspecified, I believe. I think the protagonist is like 15 or some shit. Ozzy, it's not worth talking to Bubba about this because he thinks that there are very few ReZero characters above Deku. That should tell you enough that you needed. Like, that should be enough right there. Above Deku, yes. Was it 0? I thought there was like I thought he thought there was a couple above Deku. Is it actually 0? It was 0. Yeah, you're a fucking psychopath. Like, actually. You're actually fucking crazy. I don't think you've deeped enough of them, to be honest with you. This might be a skill issue. Al is definitely better than Deku, yes. Bubba, you can technically watch my Al video. There are a couple of Arc 8 spoilers. But like, if you don't mind some, like a couple here and there, my Al video is almost like entirely safe for you at this point. And some side story stuff. I don't know if you care about that much though. I would buy membership, but I'm dirt poor. That's fine, man. Don't worry about it. How many arcs will ReZero have? 12 so far, allegedly. It used to be 11, now it's 12. And we're currently on 8. About to wrap up 8, probably. Asterisk. I'll probably wait until I catch up the main series. Oh, he's never watching it, boys. Stride. Yeah, stride, baby. Let's go. I will only buy a membership if you swear on stream that you'll never read One Piece under any circumstances. I'm sorry, rereader, but the monetary gain like from reading One Piece vastly outweighs one membership, so I cannot make that pledge. Favorite ReZero villain? If we switch villain to antagonist, Roswell. Roswell GOAT. My top 10 in ReZero, some of you motherfuckers won't even know who these people are, but number 1 is always Subaru, never changing. Number 2 is Roswell, number 3 is Betty, number 4 is Vincent, 5 is Al, 6 Todd, 7 Stride, 8 Julius Jaculius, 9 is Ram, 10 is Garfield. That is the objectively correct top 10. Who's my current MHA top 5 now? That's a fucking hard one. That is a hard... Oh my god. I don't know. Do I have a character tier list that I can pull up just so I can like... It's hard when you don't have all the characters in front of you. I'd put Echidna in top 10. I wouldn't. She's good though. It's a lot easier to make the top 5 lists when, like you have them in front of you. Just say Ochako, Toga, Endeavor, Dabi, and Shoto. Okay, it's Ochako, Toga, Endeavor, Dabi, and Shoto. That's my top 5. Todd. Thought it was a JJK top 5. You goofy bastard. you, you goofy bastard. I know Bubba got Cecilia stinking up his top 10. He got that stinky fuck rattling around in there. Making the whole tier list website stink. Wait, what'd I do? Nah, you just had to be there. You came and went, buddy. What? I said you probably got Cecilius in your ReZero top 10 stinking up the whole list. Bubba, who's your ReZero top 5? If you really think none of them are better than Deku. What do you got up there? Like fucking Frederica? Frederica Eridna and shit? Like, what's that top 5 looking like, dude? Bro's got Fortuna in the top 5 and shit. The trio from the alleyway in episode 1. Yeah, that takes up 3 of the 5. Shala is probably the 4th. Shala better than Deku, if we're being real. Do I mean that? Let me think about that. I don't know. Wilhelm, Bayako, Vincent, Ryan, and Subaru. And you think that none of those are better than Deku? Like, okay, maybe Reinhard. Like, I would still say he's better than Deku, but like I guess that's the one on there I can see the most. You really think that Wilhelm, Bayako, Vincent, and Subaru are worse than Deku? None of them have moved me like him, though. Wow. Mods, get the hammers. We're gonna beat this guy Skullin. Anime moment? No. Don't blame this on the fucking anime. This is not an anime issue, bro. Like, Subaru Season 1 alone has moments better than Deku. Season 2, definitely. What would be Season 3? Oh my god, dude. This is fucking not even fucking close, bro. What the fuck? Subaru and Deku are in, like, 2 different continents. Alright, chat, I really gotta go, though. That's just a wild take to me. What can you... Okay, I want you to give me one moment that you believe is better than any Subaru moment. That's what I really want to hear. I want to hear one moment you think is better. Deku in the entrance exam. Okay. Do you think if I email YouTube, they can take a membership back? Bubba, don't troll. I need to know the one moment you think is better than all of Subaru's character. The one peak you think is above all for Deku. Don't troll. Troll? Oh, you're actually a psychopath. Like, you're actually like that. Like, you were just born like that, and there's nothing you could do to help it. Because that's the only way I can convince myself that you're not trolling, is that you were born like this, and there's nothing that can stop it. Yeah. Okay. You really think Deku in entrance exam is better than all of Subaru? Wow. That's fucking insanity. Bubba, I want you to know that like what I'm experiencing right now is how you feel when people say that Nobara is better than Ochako. Like that's what I'm feeling right now. Fairs. So some people can really be born evil. I guess so. Lad, about those points that I was talking about in your thread, you might have to delete that shit. I might have been wrong. This might be a problematic portrayal of villains right here. Jesus Christ. Alright, chat, we're wrapping up. Crazy shit I've read tonight. Thanks everyone for coming out. Become a member if you haven't already. You get funny emotes, you get funny badge, you get funny access to content sooner than usual. Join the Discord, we talk about all kinds of stuff. I'm pretty active in there. Follow me on Twitter, I guess, I don't care. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. Pog. Very long stream. I want to stream more. Get ready for that. Wait, yeah, Bubba, does Super have a moment worse than 327? I'll wait for that. I'll wait for that. I don't want the chat to end. I need to see the answer to this one. He's thinking about it.